3, 2, 1.
In goes the lot! The composite armour, tough, chopping away! Nasty piece of work, this robot, if the eyes. Ooh, there it goes! Waiting for a judge's decision now! That's the burning a hole! And it's armed with a sturdy fire axe. Also works. The crowd are wondering what's happened here. This isn't what they came to see. They won, and it's going to score well on damage. With the effects of that circular sword, that's going to be a big repair bill. It's been knocked out of the ring by one of the toughest past the opposition and stripping its way through. It's mad. It's bad. It's the Japanese second place in this devastating arena. Oh, they're making too many mistakes. That was too close for comfort. In fact, it was too close. They felt, yes, and that's another. And right behind the crane is the switch to activate it. If the polycarbonate shell standing up well, the robot everyone loves to hate, Mortis, one of the most expensive and most competitive robots ever. It has a lifting arm as well as that powerful axe. Let's see if all that money battered and scratched, no doubt, but a worthy winner to win through. This robot doesn't take any prisoners, and its name speaks for itself. Here, they're going to be stuck without a 𝔸𝕦𝕟𝕕𝕒 if they moving in, having a go, finding a way through with a drill, damage appearing. Finally, a bit of wind power adds a strange touch. Sumo time! This can be short and sweet at times. We hope this cost an absolute fortune to build this robot. Let's hope its primary weapon is this ramming spike, split 3 ways from... That's it! It's up to the judges. They got it! This robot, not the toughest contender, but they got away lightly. The house robots were looking to move in for the kill, but they're waiting to be introduced. I think the motor stalled as it was flipped. Oh, that resulted in a small... Stop! Cease! It's going to our judges! Ooh, the tension. And yes! This is our Annihilator X battling on the rooftops today. This robot's in with it. It has a powerful set of lifting spikes for immovable, but slipping out of its grasp. And it's armed with a lifting arm powered by a large bore pneumatic ram. Lighter than most, it can still lift over. It should be straight back in. What a drill! A tough team of robots ready to get started on the endurance. It's armed with a petrol, and the flame licks over the robot as it gets too close. And we have a challenger to take on the other. And they waited too long! The Crusher has them! And the remains trundle out, looking very much... It's decorated with a rather special zeb. The bomb takes them out! And that's the end of their hopes. Not enough to hurt the spot. And that's the end of their bid in this endurance contest. But I'm sure better luck next time. Just not quite nippy enough to see off. Can't seem to do any damage. Perhaps they need to get... The scoop can be used to help an opponent pay a visit to a house robot. Oh no! That's one flat robot, and it's added to the rest of the... This is classic! And as they scrape the opposition off the arena floor, it's going in for the kill! Total zoom off the side, down into the... Its primary weapon is a spring-powered axe, a fairly cheap weapon, but very innovative and quite the 𝔸𝕦𝕟𝕕𝕒, not getting them back over yet. Shredding it into pieces with a violent attack. They really earn those. The 𝔸𝕸𝕒 can help this robot out if it's flipped at any point during battle. That makes it shielded with Kevlar and titanium aluminium alloy. How many times have we seen a flipped robot smashed up within seconds? And no damage from the crushing arm. How did that... Here comes the torch cutter, looking for a chance to kill a lot. Won't be messed with. Better... No real damage that time. Not much left of the car panel now. The familiar circular plinth from the arena. Unique to the... Oh, well played. It's very tricky to maneuver a robot into that waste disposal unit. Bad luck. Just not enough points on the board. Having trouble getting the petrol-driven chainsaw, providing the attack. The jaws broken. An interesting low box construction. The creator sure seems confident in its ability. But there goes the chalk! Covered in light, but armoured. The jaws cut slowly and relentlessly. No escape as they rip. A gentle push there. That's so you think you're tough? Prove it. And careful with the edge of those platforms. It's not safe. It's a super heavy. Its primary weapon is a spiky... The pneumatic battering ram is the primary weapon, designed to beat a... As the final bomb detonates, our winners can celebrate. Their scrapes off. This is great stuff. Here it comes again, trying to make contact with... I think the piercing arm has taken a hit. The Mesa's powered down. This is a real mess. Well, they seem to be spending more time fighting than collecting the flag. Do they know what claiming to be a learner robot? Yeah, but I've heard they can teach a few That's fantastic! They've done it! Say hello to the winner of the Robot Wars! It's armed with an impressive-looking cow catcher. There they go! And that's terminal to their Meet the Ender. It'll end it all for you. It's armed with a pneumatic drill with a hardened steel drill bit. Can drill away at around about 180 RPM, causing internal and armoured in Kevlar and titanium. It's a piercing arm that inflicts several tons of downward force once it gets a grip. So looks like we might have a winner on our hands. Who do you think is going to go first? Tell me, because it's too highly thought we have an Annihilator winner. They go on to the next round. The time's up. That's the end of the run. And what a run it was. Total carnage. And that's encouraging. There's some damage showing. Tokyo champs, kings of the flag, and our no expense spared on this robot. Let's hope the results live up to expectations, or someone's gonna. And a fine win for this plucky team, scoring enough to see off the opposition. Mind the gap there. The screens will count down the arrival of the next train, so smashing down with that, the jaws looming up on it must look straight into the steam jets. That wasn't its primary weapon. Is the short ramming spike made from titanium. It's light and they just don't have enough points to take the win. But I'm sure we have a future winner here. Up close, the flamethrower, even hotter and more deadly. Don't let them get... Well, it's turning into... The torch cutter could be bad news. The torch cutter is the primary weapon, of course, and the superheated stream of molten metal it emits can cut through almost anything. Robots comes complete with searchlights to hunt out anything hiding in... No one making a start yet. Its primary weapon is a hugely destructive flywheel spinning it, and it misses. Needs to come around. Give it another. Up they go. Whoosh! And mine it. And here comes the train. Can they make... The wheels are damaged, and I don't think they can move around. It's game over for them, and it could be free. A jolt as the hammer thuds in for a blow. Really starting to... Let's see how well this team can endure the ultimate test. The Kevlar armor makes it difficult to pierce the 𝔸𝕦𝕟𝕬𝕪 hissing as it used those pincers. Out they go. The escalator won't bring them back. They push the robot into the pit and remove their last. Time for some collateral damage. It has a pneumatic pickaxe powered from a fire. Not quite a knight in shining armor, but a deadly robot. No one will save you. The arm is over them. The arena flipper, a great way to finish a fight if someone's immobilized. Throw them up in the air and watch them. Only 10 points for destroying a wooden crate, but shielded with polycarbonate for good protection against... And the broken blade, no use now. They're gonna... Turning back over as the stream escaping the hammer blow from the industrial workshop of robot hell. Smoghead honors us. High plow chassis type. What am I... We have our winner. Its primary weapon is a petrol... The watchtower's toppling. And down it... He's looking flaming mad. It's armed with large pneumatic pincers fed by... Are not quite managing to... Their spikes! Nothing organised about this drill. Just win, and you'll not suffer in this North Atlantic aircraft carrier deep sea... Time's up! I don't think they've done enough. No, the judges... Better hurry before the... Let's have a look. It doesn't quite... And we have a winner in light aluminium armour. Let's see how it stands up to... The smallest battlefield you'll see in Robot Wars is the Splink. Plunk, the sergeant. Dump thirsty? You'll have to look elsewhere for refreshment if you destroy the drink machine, but you will get 100 points. Holding on with the pincers while the weapon comes in for the attack. Not getting... Stand by for some warm weather action in the south. I don't think they've done enough. That's all the time they have. No, the decision is in, and it goes... And the torch cutter goes straight through! Armour! This one may live on a farm, but it's equally at home in a Robot Wars arena. Well, it has a vicious rending spike, angled to cause... That's a great 100-point score. Those car panels tough, but not tough enough to stand up to that. Get out of this tube station tangle and be rewarded to fight another day down the new... They have no 𝔸𝕦𝕟𝕬𝕪. They can't get back up. Covered in... The flames aren't having much luck. There won't be much left of this. Impressive-looking flames. But Less than impressive, Dan. Playing with fire there, trying to tempt house robots to come out and play. We have a winner! The endurance event really is a showcase for tough robots. Getting into position with a very festive sight with the coloured lights, but someone tell them this isn't the pushed onto the arena flipper by Matilda, and it's time and driving into the pit. They take themselves out of this contest. Silly. The goals at either end of this familiar Robot Wars arena. One free covered in titanium, very difficult to cut into or punching a hole, and that's gonna. This is one edge that you really don't want. The small axe is the primary weapon. It may be smaller than some, but it performs very well. And they've been caught by the magnet. Can they get? It's armed with a set of horizontal lifting spikes, just right for tipping robots over or pushing them into. And the blades rip away. Some real damage potential here. If
as the world spins to its doom towards the end of time, the earth is silent once again for mankind's deadly cry.
they're back.
Hi everyone, welcome to Bobot Wars. Let me just load in. Actually, why don't we why don't we have the advert?
Finishing his jaws, he has a hat and a pizza, and he watches Robot Wars. Good night. The only show
Hi
Yuri
everyone,
Geller
I hope you're well.
adores, because we do twist metal.
It's good to
on
have some
Robot
poetry, I
Wars.
think.
Bye-bye. Freddy Krueger may have
Yeah,
his
it's
flaws,
Crag.
but even he
Crag's in the chat for Crag.
Robot Wars. Good night. 6 robots came, 5 were shown the doors, because only one can reign supreme on Robot Wars. Bye-bye. Well, they're all off to wash their grubby little paws, because it's dirty business. It's Robot Wars. Bye-bye. Well, if you've got a robot that can join our cause, I want to see it here on Robot Wars. Bye-bye. Now put it down on your list of chores. Build a robot and come on Robot Wars. Bye-bye. Untried, untested, with a few design flaws, but they've come and done the
Well
business
done, Adamantium.
on Robot
It was the
Wars.
Boston
Bye-bye.
Celtics.
They've thrown away the rule book, they've broken all the laws, but they're tag team terror champions on Robot Wars.
To be fair, Kate's Celtic, so you weren't the only one with an advantage. You want to clear some space in your wardrobe, or maybe your chest of drawers, because you might want to have this jacket from Bobot Wars. Yeah? I think so, Adamantium, yeah. There we go. There we go. I should have refilmed this better. What are you going to do? Yeah, look at this. That's good, isn't it? I should also correct that so it's the right URL, but it's fine. There we go. Thanks, Craig. Okay, I'll load in. It's an active URL, yeah, we can't take that off. Look, there it is, there's the jacket. Right there. Backing up this. Create a nice backing. Thank you, Kate, for putting the correct URL in the chat. Hello, everyone. Hello, Roars. Hello, Disconnected Dan. Hello, Kate. Thank you, Kate, for gifting a sub to @𝔸𝕑𝕐𝕤. And thank you, 𝔸𝕑𝕐𝕤, for making instant use of the double Craig Philippa finger kiss emote. Hello, Matt. Hope everyone's well. Thank you, B&M Bandit. Hello, and indeed, may the Bobots be ever in your favour. it's the perfect Bobotness gift for every uncle. There's still no unlock command. Yeah, sure, Kate, no problem. I will write that right down. He's the bad guy from Strictly, right? You had an epic roast dinner. I'd love to hear more about that, Ross. I didn't get tricked into making a roast dinner today, but I did get tricked into making a paella. And I will put pictures back in the Discord later, I think, if I remember to take some. But hello to everyone I didn't say hello to as well. I'll say hello to you next time you say something in the chat. We're going to watch the Bobots. Hello to Major Pete. Paella's just as good? Yeah, it was quite nice. Paella's just a Spanish roast dinner. Is that true? King of Time, you speak Spanish. Is that true? Is paella the Spanish for roast dinner? Probably is. I think it is. Okay, we're going to watch. It's a big night. Oh, true, confirmed. There we go. This is an education stream. Yeah, if they do, I'd love to see pictures of that happening. I would love that. That would be great. That would be great. That would be a very funny thing to happen. I still haven't got any gifts. If anyone has, genuinely, if anyone's got any ideas for a gift for me to give people, I mean, last year, just for anyone that wasn't here last year, people here suggested, I'm going to say it was mainly 𝔸𝔾𝕠𝕠𝕕𝕒, who I'm giving credit to for this, but I think there may have been other people involved. I asked them, I sourced what I should get my mum and dad for Christmas, and I ended up getting them a Peppa Pig neon light and not Peppa Pig. What's the Marks and Spencer's pig called? That one, and an RSPB bird clock. Percy Pig, yes, Percy Pig. Thank you. Anyone else want to say Percy? Yeah, PP in the chat for either Percy Pig or Peppa Pig. But anyway, we've got Bobots to watch. It's a big Bobots night. We've got some more of the 7th War. We've got the grand fight, the series final of Robotica Series 1. And I think that's an extra long episode. So for the 2 fans of Robotica, this stream's going to be a treat for you. It's going to be a big Robotica. Lots of Ahmet Zappa, I assume. And then hopefully we'll have time for some Battlebots as well. What about Peppa Percy Pig? What about Peppa Percy Pig? Yeah, PPP in the chat if you're thinking of Peppa Percy Pig. Okay, do you know what? Let's get straight into the Bobots. And by straight into the Bobots, I mean the stream's been live for 17 minutes. Is that true? Is that true? The longer the acronym, the better. TLTATB in the chat if you think the longer the acronym, the better. No. Do you know, in my mind I have other interests. I'm thinking of Gomelon. Also, hello, I have other interests. I'm thinking I associate it with Gomelon. But I could be wrong about that. Oh, actually, do we want a little prediction? Should we do? I'm gonna do where we get a line because we came very close last week. Okay, if you want to bet some channel points, will we get a line on this episode for the bingo card? If you're not familiar with the bingo card, here it is. Also, what is it? Bingo bot. These are the things we're looking for on the bingo card. Let me know if we see any of these. And if we get a line, horizontal, vertical, diagonal, then that, well, you might get or lose some channel points depending on what you bet. Anyone else want to like? Yeah, some people are putting points on it, yeah. Hedgehog toilet brush is fun. That is a good point. Dan's actually got a good point. Dan's got a good point. That a lot of the short acronyms could be mistaken for other things. Badger wardrobe is a fun idea, but I don't know what it means. Kate's looking into dyeing their hair grey. Is that for like a role, or you just think it'll look good? That's great news. I have other interests. So yeah, for anyone that might have not been following this line of Streamlot, I have other interests partner had never seen Wallace and Gromit, despite living basically next door to Wallace and Gromit. I'm glad they enjoyed the wrong trousers. Yeah, I know, Jazzar, and you know they live in Wallace and Gromit territory. Anyway, let's get the Bobots on. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's professional streaming. I switched tabs before I shared it. Okay, here we go. Jonathan, going to start us off with a little intro.
The war zone. Bright, welcoming, or a treacherous
How
pit
would you
of booby
define a
traps?
Wallace or Gromit
As we
person?
welcome all comers, brave or foolhardy, to the awful fray.
Let the wars begin!
It's here where hopes tumble, dreams puncture, and sparks fly.
That did occur to me. I have other interests.
It's a hammer blow to the senses and a hurdy-gurdy ride to the absurd. It's Robot Wars!
In the war zone. Okay, here we go. We're off. I'm a Gromit. What does that mean, Kate?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Craig Charles.
I think I've been compared to Wallace before because at times in my life I've sort of held my hands up here, but I think that may be a neuroatypical thing. So actually, I don't know that.
In the world, because when
don't know
robots
that
want
that's
to
a good thing.
rumble, there's only one place to come.
I don't think that makes me
We've got
Wallace.
the flames, we've got the chainsaws. It's the ultimate test of robot supremacy. We are Robot Wars!
We are Robot Wars. Oh, hit my lamp there.
Tonight, Spawn again are back, hoping for a place in the series semi-finals. So hey, let the wars begin!
Let the wars
Hey,
begin.
watch out for the number 6 seed Spawn again in fight 1 with Chip, Nita Machine and Revenge of Trouble and Strife.
Yeah, that's a good
Then
point.
it's Raging
It's a good
Nightmare,
point, King of Time. I am
Bobot,
lactose
The
intolerant.
Executioner and Rocks.
So I might be. Who's that woman that Wallace fancies, but she doesn't like cheese, so he dumps her? Maybe I'm her.
East Tilbury in Essex and number 6 seed, Spawn again.
It's a good
Number 6
point,
seed
Roberts.
fighting in their 5th wars.
Gwendolyn, that's it. Oh, that's nice, Kate.
Is
Thank
this
you.
the same machine that you have had in previous wars?
It's basically the same design, but it's all new internally now. So it's sort of new electronics, new batteries, new weapons, new weapon control, new mixer. So, but yeah, basically everything's new, and hopefully it will work.
Yeah.
Luke, have you got any tricks up your sleeve for people that are fighting you?
People are going to need an arena re-entry device from now on, because that's the only place people are going, is outside the arena.
People are going to need
Torque,
an
all-wheel
arena
driven
re-entry
chassis, composite
device.
body, a massive 1,000 psi CO2 flipper, and they've never failed to make a series semi-final.
You used to be terrified of Wallace and Gromit. You dreamt Wallace stabbed you as a very small child. We're getting hysterics if they even came on the TV. You like it now because you're brave. That's good, Kate. That's good. I'm glad you've got over your Wallace phobia. Well, for Kate, it was Wallace and Gromit. What was the scariest thing on TV? What was I scared of on TV? Let me have a think. Lion and Bear on the Teletubbies. Yeah, that was scary. He wouldn't do it on purpose, no, but he would do it through kind of negligence, wouldn't he? He'd probably Kate. What happened is he'd invented like an automatic knife or something.
From Prestatyn in Wales, Chip.
Fought in the New Blood Championship for
I don't
hopefuls.
think
Didn't
what used to
last long
scare
though.
me.
So what have you got on this machine then? What's going to cause damage to the other robots?
This disc here.
Show me it. And that spins,
Yep.
and that lodges robots' heads and smashes it. Nice one. What's your biggest fear?
Getting flipped out of the arena
Yeah.
by Spawn again.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can work upside
Imagine
down.
he said, "What's your
but
biggest fear?"
obviously if we get
And they say
flipped out, we're
Wallace
gone.
from Wallace and Gromit.
A fully polycarbonate armoured robot with a
Oh,
horizontal
yeah.
disc at the front spinning
Yeah,
at
geeky
1500
chappy.
RPM. It does work both ways up, but it's a fairly untried design and it's been unreliable in testing too.
That's a funny one, Dan.
From St. Martinsburg.
Yeah, I've got in my mind that there were some
Peter
adverts that
Machine.
scared me, but I can't remember
Once
what
a
they
heat
were.
finalist in Dutch Robot Wars, new to the UK Championship.
Oh, look at this.
Boys, what have you got to give us in the 7th Wars?
What we've got is a pickaxe. It's nice and sharp.
Neat
It's
machine.
fast.
Now we do have
We
a
can
peat
lift
machine
100 kilograms and
robot.
some nice horns.
𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕𝕒. Hello,
Horns
Big
aren't
Papa.
exactly going to help that much, though.
Yes, but it
It was
helps
a
us.
pepperami advert that terrified you. It's a bit of a... Yeah, I remember those adverts, Matt.
Two
They are
electric motors,
scary.
2-cylinder CO2 system
Oh,
for the
that's
axe,
good.
lift and
That's
shrimp.
good. Firstly, do I tick off something racist for this voice that I've just paused? But also, Neat Machine has become Neater Machine. So Pete Machine absolutely could become Peter Machine.
Yes, but it helps us.
Two electric motors, 2-cylinder.
We're not getting text-to-speech.
Kingo is fizzing up the stream with £2. Wendo Pete.
Thank you, Kingo. thank you, Kingo. Can we get TY Kingo in the chat, please? Yeah, thanks, Kingo. Okay, I'll write down Wender Pete. I'll write down the thing Kate said, which was Craig Preble Forward. Who was that claymation ginger kid? I don't think I know him.
CO2 system for the
I don't know, Katie. It took a while to come up, so there could be something. I don't know.
axe, lift and shrimp, but the wheels are exposed, guys, huh?
That's awful, by the way, Jonathan. I'm ticking off something racist.
From Belgrafton in Worcestershire, revenge of trouble and strife.
Back for a third series, never out of the heats though.
So what revenge tools do you have of destruction?
Well, we have two tools here. We have a disc, which is the outside.
Dr_Plem is fizzing up the stream with £2. Kingo Star.
Kingo Star's good. I mean, we'll have to work out what it means, but it's definitely fun. Hello, Dr_Plem. Don't do TY Dr_Plem as initials in the chat because it could be triggering for Kate.
The body of the robot, which spins around, driven by a petrol engine.
Oh, petrol engine.
Petrol engine, yeah, a bit unreliable, but when it's going, it's pretty formidable. And we also have a flipper, which is the front bit, which is run straight off the gas tank, so a high-pressure flipper. And
Petrol engines
flips.
can be unreliable,
They
though,
can,
can't
yeah.
they?
It's a good
And
question,
can't they
Matt.
blow up
It's a good
when there's
question.
fire around?
Well, if you're careful, you can, probably be
I'd
safe.
like to
There is a
think-
risk of massive combustion here.
Yeah, I think it's definitely got
A
potential.
CO2 flipper, a 25-kilo rotating body
I
spinning
think,
at 500
is it sexist on
RPM,
its own?
but the
Maybe it
petrol
is. Maybe
engine
it is enough.
Slightly combustible.
I definitely think Jonathan's going to say something that will remove all doubt
Danger, trouble
before.
and strife there on the left. The Forsey family spawn again. Darren Haydenball, Luke Jackman on the right. Chip on the left-hand side, captained by Rob Jones, and those guys from Holland and the Meter Machine.
He's doing it
There in
again.
the arena for the House Robots is Mr. Psycho. And Dead Metal too. Well, I fancy spawn again here
Yeah,
because
I remember
of
as a
the
child
record.
quicksand.
And immediately
I
out of the
remember
arena
being very
floor,
scared about a
just
video I
heard
saw at school about
horn, the horn
quicksand.
on Meter Machine.
Oh, it's good that Nita Machine has a horn.
From St. Martinsburg.
Hello,
Nita
Gobbler.
Machine. And there with the snow.
I don't think I have ever been. I bet you've been. Have you not been gunned, Katie?
And seems to think
Oh shit!
oh goodness me, yes it was. They've had
It's a
their
big
chips.
flipper, isn't it?
They're out. What an attack there by Spawn again. Bang! Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Oh, and look at the front there. Nita Machine's axe went as well.
Oh no!
On Revenge of Trouble and Strife's blade, we're seeing again Chip's exit from the arena. They didn't last long, did they? Rob Jones and young
Don't play.
Gareth, his son, and Tom Ross. But Revenge of Trouble and Strife. Very quietly, Rick Nita Machine's bid, I think, as well. And now Revenge is toppled by Spawn again, which has been going about its business. Can Revenge of Trouble and Strife self right there? Peter Forsey and sons Jake and Sam.
Exactly, Smithy.
Oh, this is the power of Spawn again. CO2 flipper out there. Revenge of Trouble and Strife, 93 kilos. Wrights comes down, has to get away from Spawn again's flipper. Where's Nita Machine? In the arena centre, and the
it's
ref
not
was
looking
having
good,
a
is
look.
it,
I think
for
they're
Nita
gonna be counted
Machine?
out, which means Spawn again could well be causing damage to Revenge of Trouble and Strife for later on in the contest. Because I don't think those Dutch boys, Arthur van Ulf, 𝔹𝕠𝕬𝕪 and Wouter van der Ende, are going to be around much longer, do you? Nita Machine counted out.
Oh, yeah.
It was the
Yeah, you thought you were going to get evil debates.
They did all the damage, and now they're in trouble themselves. Self-riding once again.
It looks like if it works, it's got a big. The
They
flipper's
need to
big.
stay out of trouble. In comes Mr. Psycho onto Nita Machine. Revenge of Trouble and Strife hoisted. Spawn again. Looks well on the way to another series semi-final, unless something special happens in this heat to stop it. Ooh, they nearly backed then onto the house robot. Dead Metal and Mr. Psycho making mincemeat of Nita Machine. Revenge of Trouble and Strife stopped. There on the floor flipper. Nita Machine.
Oh dear.
Get off the ground.
Oh dear.
Oh, well, it's ruined everything. Can't get the floor flipper to flip it again now. Go on, nudge it out. What's that? Oh, now Dead Metal's got caught underneath. You're ruining my fun here. That's better. Although, is it? What's happened to the floor flipper? It doesn't look right to me. Nita Machine. Bottoms up.
Is it lads to say bottoms up?
Pressurised by the two house robots.
It feels a bit lads.
Towards the pit. Big Machine. Wonder if it'll go down there. Just about. Mr. Psycho nearly
Lads
followed him
love
in.
bottoms up.
The end of Nita Machine.
LLBU. I think it's lads. Yeah, I think it's lads. I think it's lads.
What a battle! What a battle! Chip gets chopped.
Yeah, exactly. It's very lads rugby tour, isn't it? Yeah, LLBU.
Spawn again, and Revenge of Trouble and Strife. They go marching on. Join us after the break for more Metal Mayhem.
Where's Craig wearing my jacket? I'll let him borrow it.
And coming up, a real harem-scarum second fight. One wheel on that
He
wagon.
got some powder on his one.
They'll lose their way. He'll lose his head completely. And as for them, well, they lost it ages ago.
Oh.
Already in heat end, we've seen one of the most powerful flippers in the 7th War so far. Spawn again through to the second round with Revenge of Trouble and Strife as Chip and Nita Machine were tattered and torn.
I feel like this series has been a bad one for speaking women, despite it being quite a long series.
The second fight of the night. 4 new robots, 2 about to wish they'd never been built.
Have you ever wished you'd never been built?
Top bots.
Fighting in a third
Top
war,
bots?
never out of the heats though.
Oh, some hate representation.
Here in the arena.
Probably a flipper and get flipped out of the ring, probably be the most fair anyway, yeah.
The house robots, were you?
Not really, no. I think that the flippers, as the driver here says himself, the flippers are really, looking at the last matches there, getting flipped out of the ring, it seems to be a big thing this year. And, well, we'll just
Yeah, it's
we'll see
amazing
what
in
happens.
A
1590s, isn't it?
64 centimetre, 30 kilo spinning disc there, made from steel and aluminium with 2 hardened teeth, 4 wheels on the top and bottom, low ground clearance, but front heavy, and the holes to remove the weight leave the insides exposed.
It's a great haircut, isn't it?
Darlington in
And
County
Kate, if
Durham.
you're still there, do you often see that sort of haircut out and about?
I believe it's a happy occasion today, Colin.
Oh no, you haven't heard that, have you? Who's been spilling the beans? Dear me, Carl, that's no good. Yes, it's our wedding anniversary.
It's your wedding. How many years?
16.
16 years. Congratulations. So 16 years. You thought I'll do something really romantic
That's
tonight,
right.
Jackie. I'll
Yes.
take us somewhere beautiful. I'll take her to Robot Wars.
Yes, that's it, yes,
We'll
and
see
why
some
not?
good fights.
That's it, yes, exactly. Better than Paris any day.
Well, I normally fight on my
It is good,
anniversaries.
that.
Has a hydraulic crushing beak, two-wheel drive skid steer system, good driving and manoeuvrability, but a lack of armour and speed and vulnerable wheels mean ROCS
I
will
think we can
RIP.
remove sexism. Any doubt about the sexism there. Coalville in Leicestershire, Raging Nightmare.
Team fighting in their third wars, the robot, much modified though.
What have you got this year that's going to get you through?
The same flipper, so we should have the power. And last time we chucked
Yeah,
two
what's
out
the
of the
most
arena,
metal
so
of the materials?
we can do the same, but this heat seems to be a tough heat.
How do you prepare for a fight?
If you make your robot out of silver,
You don't really.
No?
No,
10
not really.
tin, there you
Just
go,
get
that'd
out
be
there
alright.
And it just happens.
There's no
Isn't
exercises
wood
to
one
do,
of the
special
early
ones?
ones?
No exercise at all. We go out into that arena and whatever's in front of us, we go for it and we flip it.
That flipper can launch at 1,000 PSI.
There's
but
one
the
for Red
body
Keo.
armour
There's-
is
they've got
lightweight,
RK written on
and
the
they are
robot.
limited to 30 launches on full CO2 loading.
11 years is steel. From Hampton. There you go, that's the robot was on the website. Executioner. The 17th polycarbonate, that's good. Yeah, that's the
round
one.
one of the fifth wars, Weedy.
Okay, the Executioner team
22
are here.
years
Are you
Kevlar.
ready to cause destruction in the arena?
Just about.
Yes? What do
Yes.
you mean just about?
Well, we're a bit worried. Everybody else disc spins at 1500 and they're splitting robots in half, and we've gone and done one that spins at 4000, so it might be, it's either going to completely explode because we've not tested it, or it's going to do serious damage to somebody.
I love this. You don't get this on the. You don't get this very much on Series 7, do you?
40cc chainsaw engine.
This is one of my favourite things on early Robot Wars. Is a robot that's complete rubbish, but it's got like a really sort of a really grand epic name, such as the
Can
Executioner.
run upside
being
down, no
this
need for a
thing.
stream, powerful drive motors, but petrol, they will be executed by flame.
Roboteers, stand by.
Raging Nightmare on the left-hand
Yeah,
side
make a
there,
fruit
captained by Nigel
robot,
Patchett, the
that'd be good.
Executioner captained by Martin Nenedick on the right.
Yeah, it might
The
blow up, but
anniversary
that might
Rocks
help,
team
won't
there,
it?
the Rocks Sivers family, and top bot Benny and Andrew Castle on the right. In the arena for the house robots, Mr. Psycho again. And Growler, his pet pooch.
3, 2.
If anyone wants to, there was a trend of doing robots that are also wrestlers. There is a wrestler called the
Thrusters,
Executioner.
a crushing beak, an intriguing mix of weaponry. Top up there into the fray immediately with that low spinning disc has come off!
Oh dear.
The disc is off, top bot!
Oh
We have no
no.
weaponry.
F for Kate's
30
boys.
kilos of spinning disc ripped off from the initial thrust.
You spotted Jonathan Pearce at the football.
A toothless tiger out there as the Rocks team look on.
Yeah, he is hairy now, isn't he?
There's Raging Nightmare, which we have seen before in Robot Wars, with its huge hoisting capacity, and the Executioner is
I
on
can't
the
remember
trail
them all, Big Bucket, but there's on the dice Razor Ramon, spelt like the robot Razor.
in trouble
Is
from
on there?
Raging Nightmare. Top bot basically trying to stay out of trouble, I think. Spinning and turning and
Oh shit!
You're not going to stay out of trouble like that. So close to the precipice. They want something to go down the pit. This is a great fight, isn't it?
That's quite funny, isn't
The
it?
Executioner
Is this a great
closes
fight?
with Rocks. The beak comes down of Rocks.
This is the most visible
problem
exhaust
caused
pipe we've seen in a robot,
The
isn't it?
Executioner, you can see the exhaust
Yeah.
coming out. It's a petrol-driven engine, don't forget. But looks sturdy enough and has dodged the flames thus far. Rocks tried to get the beak in there, couldn't do so. Top bot still moving bravely without any weaponry. Psycho came in. Because Top bot was an SCP.
I have other interests in fizzing up the stream with £2.
Oh, Psycho's meant to come on.
Psycho and Brown.
Oh, thank you, I
You must
remember
keep
Chris,
yours
that's
in
good.
the arena. And Psycho's lost.
Oh, no. He looks horrible without a
Brains he
head.
had. Top bot away.
Yeah, you're right,
Psycho's
okay.
uncontrollable out there now, I would have thought. Raging Nightmare back backing away. They will look a little bit.
Look, if anyone wants a second Red 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕 oh dear. And that one with RK on would be pretty good.
And the hammer blow, I think, has wreaked havoc to the executioner's hopes.
Oh
They're laughing
dear.
and grinning.
It's been
But I think they've literally
executions,
been
isn't it?
splattered into submission. Counted out by the ref bot. The only sane body in the arena. Over and out.
Is this canon now? That Mr. Psycho's first name is Wallace.
Or the crush. Give him the chop. Stick that head on Traitor's Gate.
Wow.
Who was it that was responsible for the loss of dear old Psycho's bonds?
Dear
The
old
judges will have to
Psycho's
decide
butts.
who goes through meanwhile, as we see the end of the executioner. 2 from 3 will survive.
6. Well, Mr. Psycho doesn't need a head. He does it all by instinct. The executioner definitely out. There in the pit. Mr. Psycho doesn't need a head. He does it all by instinct.
Mr. Psycho doesn't need a head. He does it
Definitely
all by
out.
instinct.
There in the pits. The other 3 go to the judges.
Really, Matt? You were right
They'll be looking
there.
at style, control, damage, and aggression. While they're making up their minds.
Hello, Retcon
Let's have a look at the
Sorry,
highlights.
I've got on Battlebots that were only closely
Well,
in the
Top Bot
Battlebots.
surviving to a judge's
Yeah,
decision,
that's
but
probably
they
true.
had no weaponry.
Do you know
Therefore
who was
couldn't be
nearly?
aggressive.
Do you know who was
And
nearly
to be
killed
honest,
by shrapnel
Raging
on
Nightmare's
Robot
flipper
Wars
didn't
Series
work
1?
either. Rock's technically very
And it's a
gifted.
disappointing
Top Bot's
miss, I
driving
would
was
say.
poor. And I'd vote Psycho out of there for losing his head.
No, I thought he
Who
probably
will
doesn't.
survive?
That. I thought he probably did come in a
Judges
big tape.
decide.
Yeah, Clarkson.
Of course, the executioner went.
I don't think Frage existed then.
Have made their decision.
No, you're in the right
Based on
ballpark.
style, control, damage, and aggression. And in their infinite wisdom, they've gone for Rocks and Raging Nightmare.
Well done, Rocks and Raging Nightmare. Oh, really? That's interesting.
There we have confirmation that Raging Nightmare and Rocks are through to round 2, and this is the way they line up therein. Rocks will fight Spawn again. Raging Nightmare meet Revenge of Trouble and Strife.
Now, at the end of the series, we'll be holding the World Championships, but not all countries have qualifying
Ada
robots
Mattian
yet.
is fizzing up the
So
stream
tonight,
with £2.
fighting for
Big
the
Paddy
right to
McGuinness.
represent their country in the war zone. Bring on
Thank you,
2
Adamantium.
more international robots.
What I like about this, Adamantium, is if it wasn't for me, I don't think you'd know who either of the people involved in that were.
From Canada, Terror Turtle.
For the New Blood Championship machine.
And I'm
of
sorry for
the
that.
Frizzell family. John, their dad.
From Switzerland, Snakebite.
It's very much like the world champion's razor.
Does a bit, doesn't it?
Machine of Paul Koch and Marco Strike.
That's a head, isn't it?
Roboteers.
It's a robot with a
stand by.
face.
In the arena for the House Robots, Matilda for this penultimate World Championship qualifier. And there's Shunt 2.
Yeah, that's me, Adamantium, yeah.
3.
Okay, robot with a face getting ticked off.
Terror Turtle has a 9-kilo spinning disc on the front of the machine. Snakebite has a crusher, very strong. Can crush more than a ton. The holes in Snakebite.
So
are
what's
that it
this?
makes the
What's
weight
this for? This is the
limit
Canadian
because of
qualifier.
the weight burden of the weaponry. Terror Turtle has a fiberglass shell, and that could be vulnerable to Snakebite's CF, crushability factor.
CF?
You know the Robot Wars terminology by now. We've just seen there little JJ and Zaki Frizzell, 8 and 6.
Zaki
It's all
Frizzell.
tentative stuff so far. Oh, Terror Turtles
Oh.
driven straight into the crushing beak of
Oh.
Snakebite, and there you can see the damage.
They've been snake bitten.
What on earth were they doing there? John Frizzell,
Yeah,
who
this
makes it all happen.
it's on
An
full display,
environmental
isn't it?
campaigner. In his other life, he's seen the maple leaf tattered and torn. Ooh, that is painful to watch.
Yeah, they must have been gutted, mustn't they, Geeky Chappie, when they thought, I've got this great new idea.
Catastrophe.
Yeah, you've got it right, Conroy. I know the Robot Wars terminology for that. Yeah, IKTRWTBN in the chat if you know the Robot Wars terminology by now.
John. But there's no one at
Oh,
home.
it's the turtles getting deflated, isn't it?
The bite of the snake.
Yeah, they absolutely did.
Is venomous. A Swiss snake? No, they had such things. Cuckoo, wake up! This is Robot Wars. Anything is possible. Terror Turtle. In the grip of Snakebite. Snakebite, feet away from the World Championship.
So I haven't quite worked out exactly what I'm going to do over Christmas. But one thing I think I will do is I'll do a stream where we watch all of the first series of Robot Wars again. So I did that last Christmas, so I think that was fun.
These days,
Also, you can get it all in one stream.
Snakebite from Wohlen in Switzerland are through to the World Championships. Well done, Paul Koch and Marco Streich.
Well, Terror Turtle here and out of the competition. Consigned to the pit of oblivion. Snakebite, the Swiss, they're through to the World Championships.
Well, we'll watch that one series again. I think that'll be fun.
Terror Turtle. Didn't go very well, did it?
Not really.
Hello?
No.
Didn't go very well, did it?
No.
No. What was the problem?
Just my bad driving and their
Is
good
that a
driving.
grumpy child? He seemed
What's
grumpy.
the robot made out of?
The top is fiberglass, so we were kind of hoping not to run up against an axe or a crusher.
What wedding anniversary is fiberglass?
We tried to cut their hydraulic lines. We got one good hit on the back, but missed the hydraulic lines by about this much. But a miss is good as a mile.
A long way to come from Canada to go out like that, isn't it?
Oh, I like
Yeah,
their
but
shirts.
that's Robot Wars.
That's Robot Wars. It's the survival of the fittest.
It's a nice polo shirt.
Isn't it?
Yes.
And your robot was just a little bit too heavy.
Yeah. Well, it's a loss for turtles, but we hope that turtles.
Also, I've just seen another detail on them. You can see on this kid, the back says, turtles are predators. Tap in the chat if you think turtles are predators. And you're right, it is
well,
graphic design.
it's a loss for turtles, but we hope that turtles will be back.
I love the t-shirt. Can you turn around and show the cameras where it says on the back?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Turtles are predators. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's
Actually,
go ballistic
it
for
should be tap full stop.
Well done.
TAP full stop.
Your robot's very good. We can't wait to see how you do in the World Championships. You come all the way from Switzerland. They speak no English. I don't speak their language. Let's just say, good luck in the World Championships. These are snake bites.
Why didn't they edit that bit out?
Well, join me after the break for more chaos, more crunching and more carnage when Robot Wars returns.
Thanks, Paul.
Our second round fights to come. Can Rock stretch a point with Spawn again? Or will it be Rocks and Roll over and out?
Oh, Jonathan, I'm taking the bad pun one off. Will it be Rocks and Roll over and out? Yeah, to be honest, Adamantium, it's quite a vibe-based criteria. But yeah, I think it has to be more than just a shirt.
They got the job.
Who are a good example? Like, I feel like you'll know a matching outfit if you see one.
After some incredible upsets in round one, this is still anybody's heat.
It's
4
anybody's
robots
heat.
left, and they're about to go one-on-one.
Yeah, Thunderbirds, yeah, the furry team, the one where they all dressed as High Court judges.
Spawn again, we have Rocks and Janes with them in the pits.
Congratulations. A nice way to spend your wedding anniversary.
Certainly is.
Yes, is it very romantic for you?
Oh, definitely, yes.
Lovely and romantic, especially when you're through to the second round.
Yes.
That's a Pastel pass, is it?
A few cuts and bruises here and there, but we patched them up, so we're ready to go again, yeah. A little bit of sticky plasters.
Just superficial damage, sticky plasters?
Yes, just sticking plasters.
Because the wedding anniversary is about a man.
Let's
That's
respawn
the
again,
problem,
now
isn't
through
it?
to the second round, and then the most relaxed Roboteers here. Why are you so relaxed?
No problems. We're all
Yeah,
right now
exactly,
through the first
I wouldn't
round, all the
trust.
way now.
So you're pleased getting through the second round?
More than pleased, but it was easily done, Wayne.
Do you think you're going to do it?
He's going to fly.
He's going to fly?
He's going to fly.
What's your tactics going to be in there?
Throw him out the arena. 10 seconds maximum.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Fighting words from the Spawn Again boys. 10 seconds maximum, they're going to throw them out. Let's see if they can do it.
Yeah, the big egg is loud to me. I think I've done that before over the Twitter. I think when we've seen that team
A
before,
celebration of love and
in the
marriage,
past they've worn
here to cause
matching.
carnage and
They're
damage.
actually slightly. They're a bit
Machine
more
of Colin,
withdrawn this series,
Jackie
I think.
and Carl
They've
Sivers.
been very laddie in previous wars.
Spawn again.
Yeah, it was good. Hang on. Let's just see that again. There was a massive zoom, wasn't there?
Nature's cling film.
Oh, broken it.
What's your tactics going to be in there?
Throw him out the arena. 10 seconds maximum.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Fighting words from the Spawn Again boys. 10
not too
seconds
far,
maximum,
not
they're going
too
to throw them out. Let's see if they can do it.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Rocks.
Oh, do you know what? I might have
A
seen that.
celebration of love and marriage, here to cause carnage and damage.
Yeah, they wrestle inside
Machine
that
of Colin,
guy.
Jackie and Carl Sivers.
Spawn again.
Brilliant machine in the past, never failed to make a series semi-final, as I said before. There's Luke Chapman and Darren Hayden-Wall.
Roboteers, stand by.
Good contest this. In the arena for the House Robots, Mr. Psycho. And Sir Killalot. Goodness me, we've got the heavyweights in there, haven't we?
I've got the heavyweights in there.
Activate.
Spawn again with the flipper. Rocks with the crushing beak. Over they go. Rocks, you won't actually believe this, is the heavier of the two machines by a kilo.
It looks quite chunky.
Spawn again. Makes a nonsense of that stat.
What are those legs
Throwing it
for? They
high.
don't seem like they help.
Spawn again has only ever been beaten by good machines in the past, like Panic Attack, like Razor, and he's on top here. And Rocks.
And maybe it can very slowly
He's
self-right.
tottering. Rocks. There'll be pebbles left at the end of this. Spawn
Rocks
again.
is going to be
The
pebbles left
flipper
at the end of
yawned
this.
wide open. Progressive. Rocks pensive. How can they get out of this situation? They're against the arena side wall. And Spawn again is now underneath. Oh, I thought they were
it's
going there.
close.
As Rocks bounced down, they fell on to Spawn again's lifter. Somehow, Colin Sivers survived. In comes Killalot. Into the CPZ, driving on to Rocks. They're in all sorts of trouble there, but so too, of course, was Spawn again. And Rocks has the seeds in some sort of grapple. Now
Don't think
they're
they do, don't
dragging
they?
Spawn again away. And this whole battle has turned. Spawn again, CO2 flipper is no longer working. Have they run out of gas? Is it wedged wide open?
Oh.
The pit release has been activated. A gentle nudge did it from Rocks. And Spawn again, to me, looks worried now.
Oh, they're in trouble,
And he's
aren't they?
trundling away, not speeding away. Rocks is on top. Momentarily, Spawn
no.
again comes back. This is terrific stuff.
Is it terrific stuff?
It's not full on at speed.
It's very attritional.
But it is intriguing. Look at Rocks in trying.
Brown trousers time.
They're being counted
No,
down now.
they're gone.
They couldn't self-right. Oh, that is a shame, but what a terrific fight that was. Two worthy machines. Well matched. Spawn again the winners. Through to the heat final.
It was a slow turn, wasn't it? For anyone that was watching the wrestling last night, it was like they've got Nick Patrick refereeing.
𝔸𝕦𝕟𝕕𝕒 has them.
Although that's a wrestler. If we want more Nick, we could do some sort of Nick Patrick ref bot.
Problems then.
Is this guy in a full suit?
And on to the drop zone. Was that a washing machine?
Uh-oh.
It was. Rocks, drum and dusted. That'll have your whites looking
Drum and
bright.
dusted.
Thank you very much for that message there. I love Jonathan Pierce. I didn't know my mum was in. Down came the washing machine, crushing rocks below. And now 𝔸𝕸𝕒 finishes off the job.
Well done to Clement. It always is with the drop zone, isn't it?
All that was left of rocks.
Cease. Well, rocks gets totally crushed, totally annihilated. Spawn again, the 6th seed. They go through.
They've gone through.
Well,
good, yeah, there's a washing machine.
Radio-operated combat system. There wasn't much combat there, was there?
No. Well, we did try. They were very lucky.
Very lucky? They were toying with you like a cat toys with a mouse. They kept flipping you over and flipping you over. I tell you what, you're a self-righting system. Unusual design, but it works.
It does, yes.
And it had to work.
Well, until it didn't work.
We weren't doing so bad, and then was it 𝔸𝕸𝕒 chopped our arm end off one of our self-riders, so we went over the last time, we couldn't get back up.
Yeah, you should stay away from the CPZs.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, we got caught in amongst
corners.
a couple of them, and that's what happens.
There you go, though. 6th seed, no disgrace there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Rocks! Well, you're back again.
Yeah, we're back again.
You're always flatter to deceive.
Yeah, we had a lot of problems. We was very, very lucky, I think. So had a lot of radio reception problems. So have to have a check of the aerial.
But the flipper's working, isn't it?
Yeah, the flipper's working well. Unfortunately, it was our saving grace, I think, in that one.
You've never been seeded so high before, have you?
No. Normally about 10th, 12th seeds. This is high this year, so.
Extra pressure?
Yeah.
More robots want to have a good go at you as well, don't they?
That's right. It's like sort of we was a bit concerned in the first melee fight because sort of being the seed, normally that's who everyone wants to go for. So, but it worked out quite nice. But it was like hats off to Rock's team. They nearly had us when they was over at the pit. So.
Can I just do one thing though? She wanted to do that. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Spawn again.
So we have one heat finalist, Spawn again.
Yeah, classic.
Now meet either
Classic
Revenge of
Craig.
Trouble and Strife or Raging Nightmare. James with the Nightmare Boys.
Raging Nightmare, you are through, of course, to round 2. How are we feeling?
Very relaxed.
He did.
We had a poor performance in the last round, but the robot's going to speak for itself this time.
So what exactly happened to the flipper last time?
Well, we're in the bullpen. We switched the gas on, and it blew the pressure release valve, which every robot has to be fitted with. Blew it clean off, and we lost all our gas before we even entered the arena.
But you got through.
Well, we did, yeah. We took it out there. We used it as a ram. We pushed them around a bit. We got lucky, and we're through.
Okay, well, good luck in there, lads. What is your tactics going to be?
Straight at him.
Straight at them.
Why are we so close to this guy's face?
Okay, what is going on here? Trouble and strife.
Yeah, absolutely trouble and strife. We've had to build a new bit to replace a bit that got damaged in the last battle. It's been a bit of a struggle to fit it.
I'd like to know what the back of the Trouble and Strife shirt says.
Time is short. Time
and it's
is
pressure. It's pressure.
So you are through the second round. How are you feeling about that?
Not bothered.
You're not bothered, but is your robot going to be ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raging Nightmare.
Well, the talk about the flipper.
Yeah, that's the opposite
so
of
far.
Charles,
Nigel Patrick captaining with Markham and Lee Summers.
Revenge of Trouble and Strife.
The spinning drum is destructive. It's deceptive. Peter, Jake, and
he's
Sam
got control,
Forsey.
so that's Child Soldier.
Roboteers, stand by.
in the arena for the house robots. Growler, very quick across the arena floor, let me tell you. And 𝔸𝔏𝕠𝕠𝕕.
Do you think the catering would have been good on Robot Wars, or do you reckon it's just like a, it's like a sort of fly-ridden button?
You've got that spinning heavy drum on Revenge of Trouble and Strife.
Yeah, I've become desensitised to it, that combo, but you're right.
Revenge of Trouble and Strife can self-right using its flipping arm.
Okay, this should be a close fight, actually, because neither of them are very good.
Raging Nightmare flips itself back. Right way up.
Well, they're both all right.
Flips though from the Nightmare team, and they are limited to 30 launches because of the amount of CO2 on board. So we can count along as we watch. There's another one, look. Now they'll have to self-right. This is all music to the ears of Revenge of Trouble and Strife.
Nice.
They bash.
Yeah, it's like school disco catering.
There you can see Jake Forsey.
There's four varieties of brightly coloured own brand fizzy pop.
You can see Raging Nightmare flipping again and expending energy wastefully. Lee Summers driving Raging Nightmare as Revenge of Trouble and Strife bounces away. 25 kilo disc spinning at 500 RPM. Raging Nightmare is the heavier over all of these two by 5 kilos. Ooh, they were in underneath Revenge of Trouble and Strife momentarily. 1.5 centimetres of ground clearance there on the Revenge machine. And Raging Nightmare trying to expose that, but they can't lift 93
kilos.
And
mysterious
that is a problem for Raging Nightmare.
Blue Panda exactly.
I'd have to say at the moment...
Yeah, hopefully we'll get another shot of this quickly.
They look to be the more aggressive. Revenge of Trouble and Strife is smoking.
Yeah, they are.
There is a problem with the electronics.
Come on, nudge someone to the flame pit.
24-volt electronics made from a golf caddy is the motor of Revenge of Trouble and Strife. And they are in major trouble now. I don't know whether Dad Peter and the boys can get it moving.
Of course he's a Peter. Oh dear.
By the look of that,
the sun is coming out, isn't it?
Away. It means there has been a rupture in the CO2 system. You can see there the pipe has come adrift, which means they can't self-right. They have no power. They're gone. They're pitted, and Raging Nightmare are through to the heat final. But another good tussle.
Revenge of Trouble and Strife in the pits. Raging Nightmare through to the heat final.
What a Raging Nightmare.
Well, Revenge of Trouble and Strife. We've got lots of weapons. It didn't work though, did it?
Well, they both worked, you know,
just weren't very good.
Day by a good team, really.
It's a good robot, but it just didn't seem to
really get going, did it? No, it didn't get. For some reason, we weren't getting the full Monty out of the engine, but I don't know why. Lumpy petrol.
With the flipper and with the spinner, you think, wow, awesome robot.
Well, thanks, yeah.
But you've got to go back to the drawing board and get it working properly, I suppose.
We might go back to bed, actually. Yeah,
have you been working on it hard?
We have, yeah. And it's still a bag of, you know what, really.
it's been a nightmare to get ready, but you made it into the arena, and you've come this far.
Yeah.
But it wasn't to be this time.
Nope.
You're taking it well. Have you enjoyed yourself?
Yep.
All right. We hope to see you back. Ladies and gentlemen, Revenge of Trouble and Strife.
They weren't grumpy, were they?
What do you think about that, then?
Another win, another heat final for us.
Yeah. Can you go further, though? Because, you know, you're fighting the 6 seed spawn again.
Yeah, we always seem to... We've had them 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And
what was the outcome?
They won.
Exactly.
But they got lucky.
It's flipper against
this
flipper.
Might be Team Cares too much.
So what's the plan? How do you play that?
You take every opportunity you want, and any opportunity you can get your hands on, really.
I think they do care too much.
So how are you going to handle it?
Just drive at him preferably when he's not facing us, but we'll go at him any time anyway, which is preferably we're going to get some good hits on him. So
yeah. Do you think you've got the strength to get him out of the arena?
Yeah.
All right then, come on, come and have a go. If you think you're hard enough. Ladies and gentlemen, Raging Nightmare!
Well, they nearly lost in the last fight, didn't they? Oh, those are team shirts! What a horrible team...
Raging Nightmare!
Look, when this guy turns round, you can see it's got a little team logo on the back of these horrible sweatshirts. Yeah.
Join me after the break when Raging Nightmare and Spawn again join in what will be a flipping fantastic final.
It'll be an FFFF, a flipping, fantastic, final thriller on Robot Wars. So don't go turning over, you'll miss it.
Oh, thank you, Bobot, yeah. Flipping, fantastic, robots.
It's his final time through Spawn again, overturning rocks. We've got the washing machine treatment and Raging Nightmare eventually defeating Revenge of Trouble and Strife.
Welcome back to Robot Wars, where just 2 robots survive. And like this lot out here, they're gearing up for tonight's big heat final.
Featuring the number 6 seed Spawn Again and Raging Nightmare. Spawn Again, been there, done it, bought the t-shirt.
It is now time for another heat final. The tension is building. The Spawn Again lads, and of course Raging Nightmare over there. What have you got to give us in this final that's going to make you win?
Same as always. Flip them hard, and flip them out of the arena.
Flip them hard and out the arena. Last time you said 10 seconds it was going to take you. It took you slightly longer than that, didn't it?
Just thought we'd put on a show for the crowd, you know. Just got to get them excited, give them something to expect.
Now, it is Battle of the Flippers, this final.
Certainly is.
How powerful is your flipper?
It pumps out about 3.5 tons of force and goes off at a few hundred miles an hour, so it'll do the job.
I don't want to encourage Harry.
Hey, we'll flip them if we get
But I am a big fan of how Jane says flip.
It's going to be down to driving, I think, at the end of the day.
Who is driving?
Darren's driving.
Darren, you're driving.
I'm the driver, yeah.
Okay. Here they are, Raging Nightmare lads. Just heard from your arch enemies in this final, Spawn Again.
Yes, from the old days, yes. They beat us in the last semi, so this one's going to be ours.
Right, what's your tactics going to be? Who's the driver?
I'm the driver.
You're driving. What's the tactics, young man?
Just drive and flip.
It's as simple as that. It's drive and flip.
Go at him hard.
Go at him hard. Never let up.
Never let up. Never leave him alone. Flip him, on him, flip him again till they're out.
So, they've got just one more fight to prove their metal might. Prepare!
Just one more fight to prove their metal might. Oh no, I still... Oh, actually, yeah. Yeah, it is there, but I think it's one of the bits ones. I think I've had to...
4 series, they've reached 4
I had to paywall it, Geeky Chappy, because it has too much of an effect on Harry.
Luke Jackman, the weapons man on the left.
Hello, Adrian Sumter. I hope you're well.
Who has the most powerful
Let's try this again.
Perhaps the machine, Nigel Paget there on the right, and Lee and Malcolm Summers, Malcolm on the left.
Roboteers, stand by.
For this heat final, we have placed Mr. Psycho in the arena.
Thanks.
And also Sir Killalot.
Thanks, Craig.
3, 2, 1.
Macho house robots and a
Yeah, that
macho
one was
display
better, wasn't it?
already.
Oh, here we go. This could be good.
Spawn Again and Raging Nightmare self-right. Spawn Again on the attack.
Oh, what was that?
What was that? I think that was their pneumatic
Something sort of
system
exploded.
exploding. We'll have a look. On the attack, everything's okay here. And there, and bang! That's the end.
That was good.
Their pneumatics. Part of the machinery hanging out of now a flapping jaw of Spawn Again.
That feels like a subdivision of Goes on Fire.
Robot Wars campaign could have gone with
And
that.
they've broken themselves crunching into the... Oh no, they're broken pneumatic things stuck on the wall.
Because of that part of the pneumatic system that came out.
Yeah, Golan's right. Could happen to anyone.
Well, you can be on top one moment and then gone. Completely gone.
Oh!
The arena floor.
Oh, they can't get back over now.
Spawn again. A crippled machine out there, I'm afraid. And Raging Nightmare in no sympathetic mode. Spawn again.
Oh, that's nice.
Now you can't sit there all day.
There we go.
That's better. Down you go. Out. Raging Nightmare the winners, and a grimace and a groan for Spawn again. They've never experienced heat failure before. They've never experienced mechanical failure like that before.
Ring out, yeah.
That was dramatic. And Raging Nightmare are the heat winners.
What a turn up for the Bucks. Something went wrong with Spawn again.
Yes, I did go
Raging
wrong.
Nightmare through to the series semi-finals.
I've enjoyed this episode, though, to be fair.
Come here. Tell me, what happened? The big explosion.
The Rams give up. Just blew the end cap off. 3 years and it goes now.
Is it the first time it's gone?
It's the only time it's ever gone.
Oh. What caused it to happen?
God knows, just decided to give out.
Maybe
the
that's
ghost.
lads.
Sooner or later they do go, driving them in sort of the pressure they run them at. So.
Yeah.
The pressure they run them
so
at.
good.
It's you doing it.
It was looking like it could even be your year.
It could have been.
Disappointed?
That is an understatement. Oh, no.
Something always goes wrong with your robot.
I know. We're not the luckiest as teams here. Well, saying that, we've been pretty lucky. Yeah.
Pop goes the weasel, wasn't it, though?
Yeah.
And that went pop.
Yeah,
So.
it certainly did go pop. And it's such a disappointment for everyone because, I mean, you've got a lot of people really wanting to see you do well.
We'd already said between the two teams we was going to try and put on a good show and
so,
flip each other
right.
around a bit and
Yeah.
have a good fight. But
Craig set
It
off
was a
with
good
chain
show,
of
but
events.
you were just on the end of it.
yeah,
I
unfortunately.
like when you were perched on the edge like that and it just went boom and flipped you over.
Oh.
Guys, back to the drawing board.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Never mind.
Another year.
Great having you back. Come back again. You know we love you.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, great Roboteers, great sports. Let's hear it. Spawn again. They say to win anything, you need a little bit of luck.
Who says that?
Yes, we had the look.
Yeah, that could have been it there, couldn't it?
Yes. They were a very strong robot, but it's nice that we had the look on our side.
Yeah, because they were looking quite tidy. And I kind of thought they'd take us, you know, I must admit. But, like, as soon as it started, and
then it's over.
So you're getting rid of the seats. That's the 6th seat. They're gone.
Yeah, we're over the moon. I mean, we're going to the semis. We've never been there before. This could be our year.
Ladies and gentlemen, please go hell for leather for Raging Nightmare!
Oh, they're loving it.
Well, of all the surprises and all the uproars, Spawn again at the Nightmare on Robot Wars. Goodbye.
That's a good poem. Solid poem, Craig. Well done. Yeah, is that what Sun Tzu said?
Well, of all the surprises and all the uproars, Spawn again at the Nightmare on Robot Wars. Goodbye.
Yeah, that's all right. That's not bad.
Coming next time, the return of Bigger Brother, the number 4 seeds with some old friends. Typhoon, Hammerhead, and Iron Ore. Already half the seeds have gone. Is another shock in store on Robot Wars.
There we go. I think that was a fun episode. I think it was good. That was the bit where everything blew up, but unfortunately, I don't think we've got a line on the bingo. Or fortunately, where's my bingo card? Where's the bingo card gone? Here it is. Yeah, always nice to see some Bobot blow-offs. weren't too far away. Weren't too far away on a couple of those. A couple close to a line. But no, not to be, I'm afraid. Not to be. Congratulations to the doubters. Congratulations to the doubters. It's a no. Okay. Yeah, pessimism wins again, yeah. Okay, let's take a quick break. Let's get ourselves a yogurt. Let's come back and we're going to watch the series final of Robotica. If anyone's got any ideas for a prediction for Robotica, I'm happy to do another one. But yeah, otherwise, grab a yogurt or a drink or whatever. And we'll watch that. Yeah, it's gonna be good. We've got 𝔸𝕬𝕟𝕬𝕪. I don't know what the format is. I feel like that one's too open and shut, isn't it? Record Row. It has to be something where there's a bit of jeopardy. He is funny, yeah. Okay, let's take a break. I'll be back in a minute. More robots, or indeed Bobots. Here we go. Oh, I'm slowly fading away. I've forgotten this happens, even though it happens every time. There we go. Right, I'll be back in a minute. I'm inside a pig. Okay, I'm back. Cowabunga, etc. Okay, here we go. Yeah, no, I don't have a yogurt. I don't have a yogurt. I've got a can of Diet Coke. But you're right, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, you won the no yogurt prediction. How okay? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, don't reset the bingo card and see if we get a line. It's a long episode, so it feels likely. It feels likely. But let's see. Okay, will we get a line on this next episode? And bear in mind, it's gonna carry over. So it feels more likely, but I wouldn't say it's guaranteed. Okay, there you go. Prediction going. But what I'll do is I'll fill it in a different colour, and we'll see what happens. Okay, let's let me find the episode for a start. First step, find the episode. You still saying no? Yeah, go double or nothing. Okay. Here we go. It's the championship episode. Yeah, sticking to your guns. I think that's a good strategy. Okay, here we go. Still time to get your bet in. Oh, don't. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, everyone's looking at my back end. There we go. Yeah, back end. Oh, what did the what did the Dutch robots say on it? Bottoms up. Okay, here we go.
Robots ready. Start the motors! Let's Robotica out!
We can have the bingo card up.
You ready? Let's do it!
Okay, here we go.
Welcome to Robotica. We started out with 24 mighty robots, and now only the strongest 6 have survived. Each of these robots have come out victorious as their speed, strength, and agility were pushed to their very limits. But tonight, they'll have to tempt fate once again as they take on the best that this tournament has to offer in the Robotica Finals!
These are the 6 bots who will be competing tonight. They have been
Okay,
paired
here
randomly in
the
3 head-to-head matchups that will decide who will make it to the ultimate fight to the finish. The ruthless Ram Force takes on the fearsome Jawbreaker. The jammin' Juggerbot takes on the venomous Viper. The rough and ready Run Amok takes on the almighty Critical Mass.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
And as always, our robots will battle it out.
I don't think the right people were here to donate
First up,
for
the
Viper the
Speedway, a
dog.
figure-eight race
Brackets from
that puts their
Emmerdale.
speed and agility to the test. Then it's the
Juggerbot is a bad
maze,
name,
a
isn't
nasty
it? Yeah.
obstacle course where maneuverability is the key. Next, it's the Gauntlet, a drag race where power prevails. In between each competition,
Actually,
the
Angel
builders
Interceptor
have time
made me
to
a
fix
Pobot
or
on
modify
stream
their
earlier.
machines for the next event.
Very grateful for that.
We're gonna have to
they're still here.
Points will be awarded after
Well, I'm still
each
grateful
round,
they're
and
not
this
here.
time the remaining 3 robots will face it off in an all-out battle fight to the finish, where the last robot standing will be crowned the ultimate champion.
I cannot wait to see that! So before we bring back our 6 finalists, let's go down to 𝔸𝕦𝕟𝕕 on the
Are you familiar with Rod Hull's emu windmill show at Overboard Trusts?
I have to admit, there have been some surprises along the way, but we have some great competitors here tonight, and this crowd sounds like
It will be if Angel sent it to me. You know the gold robot from that, who I believe their name is Robot Redford.
Representing the red team from New Berlin, Wisconsin, Tim Berghofer.
Yeah, of course you are over there.
Tim's a machine repairman and certified hydraulic
But yeah,
technician.
it's some kind of
Representing the blue team from
Redford
Somerset, New
or something.
Jersey, an industrial engineer
Look
who's
at that
been fighting
hat.
robots since 1996. Andrew
No, I think it's nice, Agent.
All right, you met the men. Now, let's meet their demonic machines. For the red team, he's got titanium choppers. He won't stop until he's devoured every bot. It's Jawbreaker!
His open jaw has quite a bite, but when closed, it's a powerful wedge. Combined with those wide rear tires, you have one dangerous bot. Jawbreaker weighs in at 209 pounds. His weapon, a titanium jaw.
You hate this guy.
Design feature, a 2-wheel drivetrain.
I'm not sure how I feel about him, Katie. I think his energy certainly adds something to the show.
Behold the mighty jaws of Tim
I don't think that
Berghofer's
means he's good.
Jawbreaker. In the world of low-profile power pushers, this bot is the exception.
Low-profile power pushers. He's too wacky for you, Katie.
Pitted against crisis management in the prelims.
What's the name of your wacky friend? How does he compare to him?
Buffet. He chewed his way through the maze.
Who's King of Simon's wacky friends that Dr.
And a
Plan
side
likes?
of special pushing power in the gauntlet.
Jawbreaker finally passed the bracket.
Simon, yes, of course, Simon.
Oh, that was great. In the final face-off, they got a mouthful of Windingo.
He's like if Mark Strong was on there.
In his jaws. Tim knew this win was going to go down hard.
When the gates come down, I think we're just going to end up having to go over with him. Down we went and everything worked great.
In tonight's finals, Jawbreaker has a dinner date with Team Force.
They're confident to the point of almost cockiness. It's going to be tough. They're a tough competitor.
Tim hopes he's only 1 meal away from a Robotica championship.
Simon's nice wacky. So what kind of wacky is Ahmed?
The business of getting his Robotica on. Meet the chairman of the circuit board, Ramforce.
This robot's equipped with an amped-up power supply these guys call Mr. Fusion. His extra-wide design makes this the bot to beat.
Yeah, AIFW.
Ramforce weighing in at 208 pounds. His weapon is an aluminum V-plow. His design feature, bulletproof 1 1/4.
It's a shame Mighty Fighter's not here to rule on whether aluminum V-plow is a weapon.
Andrew Lindsay and Tony Alternator call themselves Team Force.
Sorry, it's his name.
We're going to try and win.
Tony
We're gonna
Alternator.
be a force to be reckoned with.
In their first running of the speedway, they easily lapped their limping opponent.
Oh, I am glad I never had to put my face on that cockpot.
Thoroughly insulted them in the maze.
Oh yeah, you're right over the trust. Absolutely matching outfits. What colour should we have for Battlebots? Maybe a nice blue.
Ramforce is going to the fight to the finish. Sorry, hands off.
And in the fight to the finish, Ramforce extinguished the flame of solar flare.
We bashed in their power box and took care of that business. And basically, they were dead.
No,
we were just waiting for
I've got a good handle on the chat, Conroe. No one will remember its name.
They went off in a flaming ball, so it was pretty cool.
And there goes the gate. Come on, Ramforce.
Oh yeah, it had a flamethrower, but it never did anything.
That was it for them. They were
never pass up an opportunity to mess up the other robot.
They're unfazed by their next opponent, Jawbreaker.
They were one of the better robots, but they're not really a threat.
Sounds like they're already planning their victory speeches.
This first event is the Speedway. Now, each robot will race in opposite directions around a treacherous figure-8 track. Every lap is worth 10 points. Now, as the robots cross paths, they're allowed to engage in the
Butt cream is now on sale. Okay,
robot to complete
I'll open another tab.
The robot to complete the most laps in 2 minutes will be declared the winner, earning 20 bonus points.
Now, robots, I demand, I can't wait any longer. Start the motors. Let's Robotica out.
Let's Robotica out.
Well.
Robots ready.
Here we go! Ramp Force getting a quick start. Jawbreaker around the bend. Here comes Ramp Force. Yeah! Nails him! If his jaw was open, that wouldn't have happened, baby. Ramp Force, rocking and rolling. Ramp Force gets lap number 1. Looks like Jawbreaker's trying to right himself after getting flipped over by Ramp Force. Oh, another hit, yeah! Jawbreaker in the line of fire. Ramp Force tacks on number 2. Oh, Ramp Force putting on the hit. Yes! He is just tearing up the track.
I think it's good how excited he gets by kind of mild nudging.
Just clips him there. Jawbreaker gets one on the board. Sound of his motor.
It's a loud motor, isn't it?
Ram Force's posse there.
Ram Force's posse.
Force racks up lap number 4. Ooh! Jawbreaker into the
Oh
rail.
dear.
Jawbreaker stuck in that rail.
Oh dear.
On the way to victory. Ram Force is relentless.
He is zany, isn't he? Yeah.
Finally, 2 laps for Jawbreaker and a
Well,
miss.
no, well,
Ram Force gets
Retcon
number
wrote,
6.
we know he's not an only child.
Andrew Lindsay working Ram Force. Ram Force with lap number 7 tapped.
He's the least talented of many children.
Jawbreaker adds another lap for 3. There's the buzzer.
He's an only child in spirit.
Speedway like a seasoned vet.
Oh, sorry, I'm struggling with headphones.
Jawbreaker picking a fight. Look at that. Ram Force is getting. That's an
Oh.
incredible yes. Oh yeah.
Got him. Yeah. Trying to start something up, huh? Right here.
Ram Force tears around 7 times at 10 points apiece, plus an extra 20 gives him 90 points. Jawbreaker with 3 laps picks up 30. The winner is Ram Force. All right, let's go down to the floor.
All right, Ram Force, your streak is still hot. That was an amazing race.
Yep, it was all in driving skill and making laps and pushing power.
Yeah, there was a lot of strength involved.
Yeah, well, our original strategy was just to try and avoid him and score as many laps as possible, but he decided to come and ram us, so we're Ram Force. We're not going to back down from a ram.
Wait a minute. In the first lap, you guys hit him and tossed him over, so you guys were a little on the offensive.
Hey, he got in our way.
Oh, okay,
He got
I
in our
understand
way.
that. It's all about the race,
getting
right?
our way,
Yeah,
we're
well,
gonna
it
hit you.
called
Okay,
him
well,
out on
about
that
the
shit.
win, and you
That's
won,
good.
and you're on to the maze. What are you guys going to modify in the pit?
Look,
Well, we're going to flip upside down.
I've got a lot of
this time. We're
sympathy
gonna have 3
with
inches
that
of ground
guy.
clearance, so we should blast right through that maze with
Yeah.
no problem at all.
Are you guys using the same strategy
I'll
as the
put this
last
on in
race?
solidarity.
You are.
Speed and power.
So you're pretty proud of what you've done. So no changes.
No changes.
Okay, well, we hope it works. Congratulations. We can't wait to see it.
All right, now, Jawbreaker, I still think did a great job. You guys got some laps in there. You were really strong. And then all of a sudden, when Ram Force came and flipped you upside down, what happened there with your switches?
Well, when we get flipped upside down, we can still drive, but all my controls are backwards.
Two
It's real
things does fit
confusing,
under my
I tried
headphones.
to accelerate fast enough to flip back over, and that helped.
Just about.
We kind of figured in this event they're set up perfect for the figure 8 track with 4 wheels. We have
I
2.
would say
We're
if you want
sort of
merchandise,
cattywampus
if you
out
want
there,
a
so we
big
thought we'd
head,
just go for some
if
hits
you,
and
sorry,
have
if you
fun.
want a big head, if
We're
you've got a
gonna
big head,
concentrate on the next 2
I would go
events,
with the
and,
I've not been
we
well
thought he looked like
hat,
a big pizza box,
which
and
has a
Jawbreaker
nice
was
Velcro
hungry, so he was going
strap.
for
Yeah,
on
they
this
said
one.
that they were going to give you, that they were trying to avoid you.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true,
Yeah,
do
we're
you?
out for fun. We made it this far. We decided we're just out for
Hello,
fun in the
Sage
final,
Bat.
so we're gonna just have a good time.
And I sense a little bit of bad blood between the two
Is
of
that
you.
a
What
Peter
happened at the
Cushing
end?
event?
Ram Force trapped you after the buzzer went off. What's
Part
that
of
all
it, they
about?
said, always complete your lap. even after the buzzer. So he was right in our path for completing the lap. So
Always complete your lap. I don't think that is what they say.
Okay, well, what modifications are you going to make in the pit before the maze?
We put a tooth on different, hoping we could hit a tire.
We're on cooldown, so you don't get a Craig Charles
We're going
part.
to take that back off and slow our speed down a little bit for controllability, and that's about it.
You should still follow Sage.
Okay, well, this was a great round. Jawbreaker. We're looking
Peter
forward to the next
Cushing's
2 rounds
good.
of competition.
So are we.
Okay.
Ram Force overwhelmed Jawbreaker in the Speedway. The difference in this race was Tim's decision to run with the jaw closed. Instead of being able to push back, his jaw acted like a wedge and he just flipped over. And getting impaled on the guardrail sure didn't help his cause either. Now let's meet our next competitors. Representing the silver team from Corvallis, Oregon, Mike Morrow. Mike's a manufacturing engineer and avid aviation buff. And his challenger representing the gold team from Ben Lomond, California, electronics consultant and first-time competitor, Bob.
It was Steve Carell.
Now entering the arena, representing the silver team,
Look,
he's a little bit techno.
I always recognise another Pete.
Beware of the awesome power of
I don't know, Ross. We'll find out, won't we?
This bot is a no-nonsense pushing machine. No weapons, no gimmicks. Just
I'm worried that it's just going to be more rounds of the same games.
Juggerbot weighs in at 210 pounds. His weapon?
Yeah, I would have put him down as a closed mouth
His design
smiler.
feature, 4 drive wheels with independent motors. Juggerbot is primed, pumped, and ready for action. Mike Morrow and his team made that very clear in the Speedway.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah!
But a guardrail glitch threatened to stop them.
One feature on our robot happened to be just the right size to fit in between the guardrails, and it wedged us in there.
Oh, dear.
One dance with Juggerbot was enough for their doomed opponent, as a siege motor forced them to withdraw. The boys in blue ran the maze unopposed, making short work of their second challenge. And the gauntlet? Well, let's just say it's going to take more than bricks or paint cans to stop this team.
To be fair, the emotes are very small.
Juggerbot faced the slippery, shiny Hammerschlag, the creation of 2 college
Hammerschlag.
The match was just grueling.
Hammerschlag, not bad.
Which I think Harry did
really gets your adrenaline
did
pumping.
put a Hammerschlag
And then you come out fighting and you don't really know what's going to happen until that
so that
first
could
contact.
be the first.
After
could be the first
on a lethal
Robotica
blade,
Pobot.
Juggerbot planned a full frontal assault. In the smoky center ring, the blade bent and the tension mounted.
Yes!
Tonight's challenge is Viper, another low-profile pusher. Who will take this competition is anyone's guess.
And his opponent from the gold team, he's a wedge with an edge. Stand clear of the Venomol.
It's a wedge with an edge.
Viper
It's a shame Mighty
is
Fatty's not here to hear the
ramming
phrase wedge with an
He
edge.
packs on an added assault with his wedge. Viper weighs in at 206 pounds. His weapon, front and back wedges. And his design feature, 6-wheel
It does, doesn't it? Which is weird because it's got more content. Like they've got more to get through.
Like the Viper itself, it takes a
I guess
lot
there's
to
more
phase
teams
Bob
to
out.
meet over
really
the chest.
feels
That's
great
why.
that, to be able to build a robot your first time and come and compete with a lot of excellent designers and builders and be one of the final 6 is really pretty exciting.
There they go!
This man machine tore up the speedway.
Forgotten about Evil
before high
Beaver.
centering on the maze's
This might have only been last
deceptively
week we saw it.
We did have a little problem with the speed bumps, but after we went through it the first time, we knew exactly what the problem was. We went ahead and made those corrections, and the second time we went through, we had absolutely no problems.
A good showing in the gauntlet propelled Bob Allen and Viper to the fight to the finish, where they met the formidable Panzer
Oh, also, we're
Mark
getting a recap of every episode, aren't we? That's.
The result was a good old-fashioned pushing match, with the fight to the finish platform paying the ultimate price.
Viper pushes Panzer Mark 1 over the edge, yes!
When we won, it was like the longest and the most exciting minute I think I've had in many years.
Tonight, they faced Juggerbot.
Got a good design.
What's the most exciting minute you ever had in many years?
It doesn't get any better than Juggerbot and Viper.
We feel we can win.
All right, you know the deal. Most laps in 2 minutes takes it, and knocking your opponent off the track is highly recommended. 10 points per lap and an extra 20 for the winner. It's time to put the pedal to your metal. Let's do the speedway.
Also, just put this in the back of your minds. What we also need to decide after watching this is, are we going to watch Series 2 of Robotica?
Here they go. There's Juggerbot. Viper coming around.
They might refresh the format. We don't know. No, I'm not sure.
Viper gets his first.
I don't want to sound like I've gone against democracy.
Head-on collision.
But you're right. The thing is, I do want to watch all the Battlebots, so we do have to stay in the past for a while.
Airborne delivery.
Oh, Viper's got underneath with his powerful wedge.
Viper taking Juggerbot for a ride into the ramp.
Oh, I can't be pre-watching things, Ross. Yeah, I could. That's a good point. I don't know. Yeah, and we kept watching that Nickelodeon series, even though it was real shit. But the American one had Mick Foley on, which I felt made it worth watching. Yeah, I think you're right, Chappie. We'll have to watch at least one out. Oh, can they push them off?
Team Viper is enjoying this. This is good. Viper trying to prevent Juggerbot from gaining laps. Won't let him go. Calculated strategy from Viper.
Well, except they're going to lose, aren't they? Because they're winning 3-2.
3 seconds.
Yeah, I do. I have other interests. It would be borderline unwatchable with a normal host.
Congratulations, guys! Way to go!
That's good. I knew he'd get some air.
Yeah, exactly.
Juggerbot rounds the track 3 times, picks up 20 bonus points, giving him a total of 50 points, while Viper manages 2 laps for 20. The winner is Juggerbot! Wow! Let's go down to the floor.
Wow.
All right. What happened? The 50 points?
Yeah.
Well, you're doing pretty good. You won.
Yeah,
Strong
exactly.
round of competition. Juggerbot, you got a lot of speed there, but then what happened? How did you feel when Viper kept picking you up and taking you a little bit for a ride?
Well, it's kind of a small course, and we're both pretty large robots, so it was inevitable that we'd have a little bit of contact, and it was a lot of fun.
Would we say the guy in the middle there, he looked amusingly 90s to me.
But our gearing is a little faster, and I think after we had a little bit of a mix-up,
we were
able to make up time with our extra speed.
So it didn't bother you at all that he was picking you up?
He did, yeah, he was. I think he's amusingly 90s.
Make it up in the long run, as long as we
he
can
looks like
he's pretty effective with that front wedge.
All right, well, we're looking forward to the next.
Is it BJ Novak that wrote American Office?
Viper, that was a very exciting matchup. They had the speed, but you had the ramp, which was quite effective. What was your strategy going into
Well,
this?
we were trying to kind of pin him up against the rail and try to hold him. We thought if we could just get him pinned, then we could slowly get around. But they're a good team. They got a good robot and good fast robot. And like you said, they got a better gearing. So I think next time
it's
we're
like a mix of BJ Novak and Billy Joe Armstrong.
So you knew you had to sacrifice this round, kind
Yeah.
of. What are you looking forward to? What's your best round?
The gauntlet, definitely.
The gauntlet, because you got the strength and the power.
Yeah.
Crom was an old.
I feel we'll win the
was a guy who was on one episode of Robot Wars.
So.
He did until very recently. I have other
No,
interests.
not for the gauntlet.
Not for the gauntlet.
But for the maze.
For the maze?
Yeah, we're going to flip our
relatively
robot
recently.
upside down. So our wedge is different, and we're going to make some modifications to the mounting, and we're going to put some more air pressure.
He was
our
on a
tires
Robot
to
Wars
raise us
team
up
being
because the
about it.
speed
He
bumps
never
last
said
time gave some
anything,
problems
but there was
with
one
it.
interview where he
Solve
just
that problem.
stared
Okay, well, you know, one
directly
down, two to
into
go.
the
You lost
camera
this one, but you can come back strong. We can't wait to see it.
for the whole thing.
Viper tried his hardest to impede the speedier Juggerbot, but in the end, the speed and
I do have a good
maneuverability of
Chrome
Juggerbot was
TikTok.
just too much for Viper to handle. Representing the purple
good
team
may
from
be
Salem,
overstating
Oregon,
it.
Mark Jorger.
Mark
is an avid race car
Jorger.
buff who works for the Department of Transportation.
Oh, I like this guy.
And his challenger representing the Orange Team.
We've seen
from
him on the
Stephen City,
American
Virginia,
Robot
a
Wars.
software designer whose hobbies include machining metal and building bots, Jeff Sesnick. We've met the builders.
Oh,
Now
that's a
let's
good
meet
wave,
their
wasn't it?
bots. From the purple team, he's 4 wheels of high voltage excitement.
Yeah,
But
him and
be
El
careful
Stroger
where
in
you
their
tread,
mark. Actually, don't need to
because
say. You don't need to tell us
run
that.
amok.
It's hard to believe that this combat bot was once a riding lawnmower. Check out that pivot steering.
Check out that
weighs
pivot
in
steering.
at 161 pounds. His weapon,
Actually,
a diamond
I'm
blade
glad my
wedge,
Swedish Bugs
and
isn't
the
here
design
because they will be
feature
livid at
is
the amount of
equipped with
wedges.
automotive
They would be.
style
Have we
steering.
had any real weapons?
If there's one contestant who surprised everyone by making it into the finals, it's Mark Jorger and Run Amok.
We expect to dominate the figure eight.
Yeah, I was thinking that on the chess. It's entirely plausible. It's still the same shape, isn't it?
Our maneuverability, I think, will be unsurpassed.
Not so. Run amok, ran amok all over the course, crashing.
Very funny to say our maneuverability will be unsurpassed, and it's just him hitting loads of
we went in with our power settings a little bit too high. The robot was very difficult to control.
Even though Run Amok's valiant opponent Spring Breaker got off to an early lead in the maze, Mark caught up when Spring Breaker broke down on the speed bumps. From that moment on, the reign of Run Amok began. He sent Spring Breaker packing after the gauntlet.
Almost! And there it is! Mark Jorgen and Run Amok are the first competitors
BJ Novak sounds like a bit too good. That is good. Sorry, I missed it. I missed it right now. That is very good. Hang on, let me.
Killer B.
We're definitely an underdog.
I was looking at those Crom chat
in the first round.
There you go. Can everyone appreciate this joke,
by
please?
sending Killer B over the edge.
Killer B! It's Run Amok, baby!
Tonight, Mark and Aaron face critical mass.
Just to be down to the final six is a great accomplishment for us, I think, considering the caliber of the other teams.
Everyone replies that message, but with
we're really,
like lol
really
in
excited
all
about
caps.
it, and we're a little bit stunned
Or
at our success.
ruffle.
And his opponent from the orange team. When this bot gets a hold of your bumper, it's situation critical mass.
At this robot's variable gear ratios give him a top speed of 30 miles per hour. Low profile, but super high tech.
Oh, that's a weapon. That's got a weapon. Critical mass.
Weighs in at
His
201
weapon
pounds.
is the blade
His
of
weapon,
death.
the blade of death. His design feature, a multi-chain drive system. Jeff Sesnick and his team have high hopes for the final showdown.
We want to win this thing.
Jeff was convinced Critical Mass was ready for the Speedway.
There's the buzzer, and they're off. Critical Mass on board with his first lap. Number 2. Critical Mass racking up laps here.
The name of the game is go as fast as possible.
How long is this episode
and don't
going
run
on?
into anything.
This could have been a normal length episode.
Right into the deadly jaws of Grimlock.
We weren't counting on getting stuck in Grimlock's jaws. We actually blew a motor doing that.
Grimlock's bite wasn't fatal, so Critical Mass came back for more.
The maze, we're just going to go through it as fast as possible.
Critical Mass is off to a strong start and pounds the paddles, and it's up the ramp through the falls.
Yeah, well, I don't think we're going to have any problem with the gauntlet.
Critical Mass off like a rocket. Man, that robot is fast. Critical Mass is moving on to the fight to the finish.
It was anybody's game when we came down to the fight to the finish.
When they squared off against Hot Wheels, it all came true for Critical Mass.
Creepy face from Jeff Sesnick. Now the blade
It's a creepy face.
We finally got to use the blade on him, flipped him over, pushed him out of the ring when the gates dropped.
Hot Wheels taking the plunge.
In tonight's championship, Jeff's up against Run Amok.
It's just going to be an all-out brawl until, the last person's left.
Nope.
Okay, here it is. Most lasting 2
good.
minutes takes it. And knocking your opponent off the track, well, that's a beautiful thing. 10 points per lap and 20 more for the winner. Robots, let your metal do the talking. Come on.
Let your metal do the
in this
talking.
run of the Speedway.
Come on.
Robots ready.
And they're off. Critical Mass showing some speed.
Yeah, let him L-way MDTT. This reminds me of the third episode of Star Trek I watched recently where Riker got space COVID and killed us in some earlier in the series. Yeah. The thing is that they've got so much content to get through. They've got to have all 6 robots that have won the heats.
Yes! Poking a hole, leaving a mark. Run Amok takes the lead. Shoving him aside. Critical Mass picks up a second. They come around.
It's big, isn't it, Run Amok?
And nothing.
You wouldn't believe it used to be a ride-on lawnmower, would you?
Run Amok with lap number 3. Oh, Run Amok getting clobbered, but it's not slowing him down. Critical Mass ties it up at 3. Look at that. Run Amok's wedge is coming loose. It's all shaky.
It's shaky.
Some control work going on.
It is a lawnmower with a motor, Curtis, you're right.
Run him off with lap number
Let
4.
me give you a shot.
Mass puts his 4th on the board as well. Another mess.
For a poem. Just a normal man, or so he claims, playing codenames with chat. He's making games. All the time.
Critical Mass ties it up now. Both drivers looking very intense.
Yeah.
Oh, yes!
Yeah, OX8C in the chat. Just a normal man, or so he claims. Now that was a good contest.
And the Speedway. Run amok 6 laps at 10 points apiece, plus an extra 20 earn him 80 points, while Critical Mass 5 laps gives them a total of 50. The winner is Run Amok. All right, let's go down to the floor.
All right, Run Amok, you guys won that round. Now, that was a collision-packed race, okay? You guys were a little outmatched speed-wise, so did you have a strategy for that?
We know our strong event really is the figure 8, and with our wedge, they couldn't do any real damage to us. We just, nothing that can't be picked with a very large hammer.
They poked some big holes in your armor, though. Are you going to have trouble in the next round?
No, in fact, the next round, our wedge won't even be on the robot. So
it's expendable.
It is an expendable wedge for the next round, and we'll have it beat back into shape.
CPR, yeah, for collision packed
to
race.
actually flip them over because they got air off of you?
I was trying to hit them a little off center and try to tip them up, and they're a big, heavy robot, and they weren't going anywhere.
But you regrouped amazingly. Congratulations, you won. Do you have any modifications you're going to do in the pit besides take the ramp off?
We haven't taken any damage in the whole Robotica competition yet, so
Good for you.
We'll just take it off and we'll be ready for the next round.
Good thing they didn't poke a hole in your tire.
Oh, yeah, that's what worries me.
Congratulations, we'll see you in the maze. Right on, Aaron!
Okay, that was a tough round for
you are right, Owen, there does, yeah.
Round. He's really fast and sleek, but why don't you think that paid off in this round?
I know they knocked us off course enough that we couldn't get back in fast enough to.
There is no square for Abbott screams and clear. And there would be no point having it, would there? Because we may as well just cross it off in the beginning every time.
That would slow them down.
So what was your strategy, though? Is that what you were trying to do, was just kind of damage them as much as possible?
Originally, we were going to try to avoid them, but we decided if they were going to attack us, then we were going to hit them right back with all we had.
Fight back.
So that's what we did. We just played it by ear from what they did.
That's a good one.
And they won.
Well, what modifications are you going to make for them?
Which of these do you think would be a good
check
pony?
it out and charge the batteries and go them back out.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it, and I think.
Can we get a replay on that kid's script? I don't want to replay too much because
holes in there aren't enough that.
So we'll just take it off and we'll be ready for the next round.
Good thing they didn't poke a hole in
that's a
your
good
tire.
point.
Oh, yeah, that's what worries me.
Congratulations, we'll see you in the maze. Right on, Aaron!
Okay, that was a tough.
Get them right back.
Up to emerge.
It's a good screen.
With a victory.
Yeah, there has been plenty of village.
At the end of the first round of competition, it's Ram Force over Jawbreaker 90-30, Juggerbot leading Viper 50-20, and Run 'em Up ahead of Critical Mass 80-50.
Confection of pony called
Go down to the
Jawbreaker.
pits and check in on Ram Force and Jawbreaker.
Okay, here we go.
Andrew and Tony are looking pretty confident after that run of the Speedway. Their 7 laps were the most scored in this competition.
Got some battle damage here to fix up right here. Tell you what, those guys didn't race too well. They didn't go for the points.
I think it makes sense, but they probably knew that they had no way to beat us on points.
They didn't do nothing to us. And then we pushed them around pretty good, flipped them upside down, and abused them.
That's good? Good. Okay. Put it back.
All these teams care too much, to
A
be
very
fair.
confident team force, and with good reason. Let's find out why as we take a look back at Ram Force and his builders, Andrew Lindsay and Tony Alternate.
All of these teams care too much.
Team Force. The name says it all.
Don't compromise. Don't use secondary parts. Keep it simple and just use a lot of power.
Andrew Lindsay and Tony Alternator share a vision, but these guys haven't known each other long. They hooked up in an internet forum and were soon daring each other to create Robotica's baddest bot over the internet.
Well, unfortunately, they're bad at the robot on this is called Juggerbot.
And it's worked beautifully.
And you can do all the drawings on the computer. I can send it to Andrew. He
Oh,
can look it over.
maybe.
Both agreed the plan for their Uber bot, Ram Force, should be simple and powerful.
Yeah, they're using the
The
internet.
most important part of our robot is traction and control.
Ram Force came to life in Tony's machine shop in Buffalo, New York.
The bot was nearly complete when Andrew drove over 700 miles from New Jersey to meet Tony face to face.
Oh, they haven't even got new. They're just rehashing the documentary.
Hey, Andrew, welcome to Team Force.
Okay, let's go build a robot. Every one of these solder joints has to be hand soldered and has to be perfect.
We have 10 pounds of batteries on board, and we have a little box, and we call it Mr. Fusion, because it generates so much power for us.
Then it was time to find out if Mr. Fusion had the guts to push
I don't
Ram
remember
Force
that detail.
around.
And we have a little box, and we call it Mr. Fusion, because it generates so much power for us.
Then it was time to find out if Mr. Fusion had the guts to push Ram Force around.
That's funny.
We are in the zone. Got the right amount of power.
Oh, okay, fine. I did know it then.
Need more traction, but we're going to work on that.
Ram Force's creators took a decidedly unconventional approach to weapons.
The robot itself is a weapon. We have thick armor. Nobody's weapons are going to be able to hurt us.
There's nobody that's going to even touch us with that unless you're carrying a gun on your robot.
Paranoid? Maybe. Confident? Absolutely.
Oh, I remember them shooting it with a gun.
This Lexan armor stood up to some extreme testing.
As you can see, it barely scratched it. Just made a little dent in it. Oh, you robots, look out.
Whether it's mere bravado or cold confidence, Team Force's stance is almost as tough as their Lexan armor.
There's no room on my mantle for a second place trophy.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're
We're
right.
Gonna crush them. We're going to take this competition.
No prisoners.
No prisoners. No mercy.
Well, this dynamic duo is one step closer to becoming Robotica champions.
I wanted to get a perfect score. We didn't get a perfect score.
I reckon they do have over
Let's go
42
across
rolls
the
on
pit
their-
floor and
on
take a
their
look at
shirts as
Ram
well.
Force's victim, Jawbreaker.
All right, what do you think? Get the batteries out. Take this shaft.
Unfortunately, Tim has to remove all that body armor in order to get to his batteries, and the time constraint has hurt him in the past.
You did a good job flipping over. I saw that it came up, flipped right over. Yeah. It's kind of designed that way. I think if I'd have done it
Hello,
over,
Big
I think
Papa.
we would have
It
run
is
it
Robotica, yeah. It's the series finale, the championship episode.
Last time we didn't make it up the ramp in the maze.
Well, I'm going to set my controller up different so I can switch over to full power when we get to that last event. Okay. We can run right up it.
Excellent. If I could drive this thing, it'd be a hell of a robot.
Let's take a look back at Jawbreaker and Tim Berghofer. He's called Jawbreaker, and he's the creation of Tim Berghofer of New Berlin, Wisconsin. This metal-mouthed monster has jaws of steel, titanium teeth, and 1,000 pounds of force behind his bite. Jawbreaker's ferocious look was inspired by a childhood memory.
I thought back to a video game I used to play when I was a kid, which is Donkey Kong Jr. And Mario had these little robots that chomped up and down vines and across the ground, and they looked just like my robot. There were 2 jaws and a big eye.
Tim's work with task-oriented robots sparked his imagination. The goal? A metal warrior with attitude.
What's cooler than the jaw opening and closing? And it sounds cool, too, because the actuators that actually open and close the jaw...
Okay, yeah. Hashtag engagement. What's cooler than a jaw opening and closing?
The team behind
I'm not sure I
Jawbreaker
can think of
included
anything.
co-worker and partner Dave Brzezinski. Tim's dad donated the garage for welding the jaw template.
Proud father.
And wife Cheryl painted the fierce-looking eyes.
Love this green. It
Yeah.
is just so bright.
Yeah, absolutely,
And
man.
the gleaming titanium teeth.
Okay.
Creating a ferocious fighting machine is only part of Tim's motivation.
You ready?
Oh yeah, that was a speaking
See what we
woman.
can do here. I'm going to
I've given
accelerate
up hope.
forward, Dave, after I'm done, so stand back here.
He's also got a point to prove.
Some of the other competition is engineers and a lot smarter than me book-wise, but I have a lot of knowledge. So I decided I'd like to take that knowledge and try and build a robot and see if I could beat maybe somebody
He
that's
might be smarter
more
than him
book-smart than me.
book-wise, but he's got a lot
And
of
while Tim's
knowledge.
banking on those savage jaws and
He
vicious
knows there's
teeth to
nothing
chop
cooler
away
than
at
a
the
jaw
competition,
opening and closing.
He's also in it for the fun.
You build something, you take all your time, everything's got to be perfect, and it ends up getting destroyed, but you had fun doing it.
Going into their second round of competition, it's Ram Force leading Jawbreaker 90-30. Okay, it's time for competition
He's the
number 2,
Chomp-a-lot
maze.
guy, isn't he,
Now,
from
this
the
is a
Mick
test of
Foley
human mind and
series.
robotic body.
General
The object of this
Chomp-a-lot.
game is to
It's
get
like
to
an
the
army
center of the
team,
maze
isn't it? That's it.
before your opponent. But the maze has some serious attitude problems. First, they've got to climb this steel ramp, and once they're up, they're on their way down, and fast. Next up, they'll have to plow their way through this roadblock. Then they take on these revolving spike paddles. Now, if the bots aren't powerful enough or fast enough to get past these suckers, there'll be some impaling people. Yes. Next, they'll have to face a mogul field
I don't want to,
keep
you know,
the most
I don't want to shame the guy.
off balance.
You
After
know,
that, it'll take
whatever he's into.
timing and a steady hand to dodge
As long as he's doing it in the privacy of his own, what he does in the privacy of his own workshop. You know, I don't think that's any of my business.
Them on their way to the finish line. 15 points will be awarded for each obstacle successfully navigated, and 25 bonus points will be given to our winner. Now, entering the arena, ladies and gentlemen, representing the red team, it's Jawbreaker.
It's Jawbreaker.
Even with his high front-end clearance, he got stuck on the ramp last time. Let's see if he's remedied that problem.
And his opponent from the blue team, it's Ramforce.
Although they look very different, these two have similar strengths in this event. Should be a good match.
It's time to tear up some titanium. Robotica will show no robots mercy. Let's do it.
Robots ready.
Ramforce on the ramp. Jawbreaker on his way down. Ramforce plows into the box. Jawbreaker squeezes by. Ramforce takes on the pedals. Jawbreaker jams his way past one.
Oh, Ramforce is doing well.
Second.
Oh, actually, it's sort of edited in a sort of staggered way, isn't it? Oh, there we are, nearly there. There we go, we got it.
Ramforce blasts through each obstacle for 15 points apiece and grabs the 25-point bonus, giving him a total of 100 points. Jawbreaker pushes his way past 2 obstacles and picks up 30. The winner is Ramforce. Let's go down to the floor.
Well, you know, there isn't a whole lot to say except for Ramforce owns this event. Tell us what happened.
Well, what we did is we ended up flipping upside down to give us more ground clearance, because the first time we ran this, we banged up against the ramp a little bit. We had problems there, so we gained another 1.5 inches of ground clearance, and we had no problem, just blew right through it.
So you learned from the last game, you knew what to do, you fixed it. You also changed the look of Ramforce, too, or was that because you changed
Well, everything's upside down, so our name's upside down, and we had a duct tape
the
holes that we had. And
so Ramforce peak coded.
So what do you have in store for the next round of competition?
We're going to put the front on it and make a few other minor changes, but not much.
Well, this guy's peak coded.
Ramming front on it for the bricks.
No surprises?
Nope. They're just going to win.
Just because you can't wear a hat?
Yeah. Well, let's see. All right, for Ramforce.
Oh, Jawbreaker, you guys were neck and neck going into the first paddle. You gave them a run for their money. What happened? It looks like your biggest weapon, your jaws, gave you some trouble.
Well, they did get caught up a little bit. It's mainly they're excellent drivers over there. We don't have very much experience driving. It took us
if that was true,
being
someone would have
when you're standing
up
donated
for like
trying to get what you
or
want
something.
to happen is hard. I think we built a good robot, and it could get all the courses if somebody could drive it good. So we'll keep practicing.
You're down 2 rounds, but you still have 1 more to go.
We're gonna kick their butt in the gauntlet.
They're not though, are they? Because it's not going to be better at pushing.
The second paddle. Did you sustain any damage?
No, the thing's built like a Sherman tank. Everything we've done has not hurt it. So.
Anything you have planned for the gauntlet? Are you going to do anything different?
Just win. You know, they said just win, so we'll just say win.
All right, well, we're still cheering for you. The resilient Jawbreaker on to the gauntlet.
The vastly different designs of these machines propelled them through the first few obstacles.
Yeah, exactly. That would be on there if people thought they were peak coded, but clearly no one knows.
And navigate those walls.
What does it even mean to be peak coded?
As Jawbreaker simply got hung out to dry.
It's a bad code, I think.
Let's check out the pits and see what our builders are up to.
Decide where we're going to pull the cradles, or just that side armor. I'm going to work on prepping our back.
Looks like Team Juggernaut is working
exactly, that would have happened being M-Bender if they were peak coded, but they're clearly not.
Right now. Okay. That was a hard hit, guys. They were serious hits. Exactly what happened on the last figure 8. Right. The other guy. So we're hitting the corner and it's tweaking. Right. It's tweaking.
World class.
I'll start down.
What does that say? World class motor specialists.
Mike's going to hook up their telemetric system so we can further analyze their machine. While he's doing that, let's take a look back at the creation of Juggernaut. Mike Morrow came to Robotica in a most unusual way, competing in backyard smash-em-up derbies in his hometown of Corvallis, Oregon.
It really started with a bunch of us just strapping flamethrowers and chainsaws onto some small little RC cars and just duking it out in a little arena in my backyard.
Well, that doesn't seem like an unusual way to get into this. This seems like exactly what you would do.
Robotica Challenge.
If you look at that roster of competitors and actual adversaries in those days, they're all on the Team Juggerbot.
Team what?
Juggerbot just kind of struck me. It's based on, of course, the word juggernaut, which is a large and unstoppable object from mythology.
You want to see how unstoppable? Just wait till you see Juggerbot in action.
Yeah, another one.
We've got brand new controllers. These are the Vantage.
It is true. This series has been low on women, hasn't it?
The motors, the gearbox, the drivetrain are all extraordinarily powerful. We use direct drive, so we don't have a lot of linkages and chains and things. And that really improves our robustness. And that leads to another one of our strengths, which is maintainability. We can swap out components, replace entire gearboxes and motors in probably 60 seconds.
Mike, who's a manufacturing engineer, came up with an ingenious telemetry system for Juggerbot.
So all the data and stuff like that comes through there. We monitor the temperatures of a lot of our key components, the motors, the speed controllers,
the high-tech
some of our high-power buses.
We're watching the Robotica Championship episode. Oh, look at these nerds. They've got a computer.
With a computer maintenance system, Juggerbot is ready to roll. But what about weapons?
Juggerbot is a four-wheel drive robot. It's basically a combat platform. Speed and power. That's its primary weapon and always has been.
Juggerbot is ready to get jiggy with the best Robotica has to offer. But how would Mike stack this battling bot up against his earlier hometown creations?
There's no question that Juggerbot is the supreme champion of any of the robots we've ever built and competed in our little backyard sessions.
The only question is, does Juggerbot have the juice to become tonight's Robotica champion? The team identified some more problems, and Team Juggerbot is going to work quickly to make those final adjustments. Across the pit floor, let's listen in.
That should still work if enough people say hello, Brody.
Yeah, they had a lot more speed than we did, but we have this nice wedge, and our whole goal was to get them up, and we did what we needed to do, but we just didn't quite have enough speed. We got a hole over here that looks pretty good, but it didn't cause any damage. We got a lot of dents. Main thing right now is
how
just,
were the
go ahead and get ready for the maze and see how we do there, and see if we can tie it up.
Remember, they ran the maze upside down. Let's find out a little more about the ambidextrous Viper and its builder, Bob Allen.
Great voice, that's good.
Hey! For the last 15 years, Bob Allen has known two things: robotics and fencing. These two passions have fueled each other in a strangely symbiotic way.
Fencing is really
who was the awards host?
Because fencing is one-on-one, and you have to have speed. You have to have agility.
I'd forgotten about this fencing guy.
And you have to be quick.
Oh.
Piper.
Agility, speed, and versatility.
Oh, thank you, Governor. I understand.
Are definitely embodied in Bob's latest robotic creation, the vicious Viper.
I will write that right down.
It's got two motors, 6 wheels, so it's 6-wheel drive.
When Bob needs an extra set of eyes during the building process, he turns to a seasoned robot veteran, his wife, Corey.
But what I'm concerned about in our original design, we're rounded here, and I'm concerned that it's going to give too much room for somebody to get under and flip us over. And we don't want to get stuck like this, so I think if we make a triangle piece at more of an angle, it might be better.
Being flipped by an opponent
or obstacle is a major concern. I was just ripping off
this
Tom
husband-wife
Walker's
team
thing.
designed their machine to operate both right side up and upside down.
I have thought about it.
There's nothing that can break.
But oh no, I've stolen it from Tom
We only
Walker.
have a little part of the 6 wheels sticking up, so I think that's going to be.
Yeah, I
really
assume those are dire.
Viper's got the goods, especially when confronted by garbage cans with bad.
In college, would you believe it wasn't?
Wait till we add 2
I don't think I really had it. If I had a nickname, it was only used behind my
A
back.
venomous combination of power, versatility, and Bob's fencing finesse. Assets Bob hopes will be the recipe for robotic domination.
Appreciate it.
I don't think I was nominated either. I have other interests.
The score for our next competitors going into the second event is Juggerbot over Viper.
I show speed. Did they?
Right, let's go back down to the maze
Maybe
and
next
see
year.
what Viper
Go
will have to do in order to even the score. Now, 15 points will be awarded for each obstacle successfully navigated, and a 25-point bonus for the robot who makes it to the center first. But getting there is worth the price of admission. Ladies and gentlemen, representing the silver team.
That's very kind of you, first time. To be fair, I've got 100% success rate on every world record I've gone for. Is he my sort of guy? I'll check him out. I'll see if he wants to collab.
On those speed bumps. Let's see if they've made any modifications for this event.
Okay, get your gadgets and gear and show us what you got.
I don't think my nickname was Stinky Beats. Although I think people probably made fun of me because that film did come out at the right time for it to be people make fun of the school.
There goes Juggernaut down the ramp, parading into the box.
That's cool.
Viper's over. All right, he's on his way to the pedals. Juggernaut gets past 1, 2, and stuck on the ramp. Viper with some panel problems. Make it through. Ah, he make it through.
He did make it through.
Get me in. Oh, almost gets his tire there.
Viper, they stuck.
Juggernaut, here he comes. Viper's just stuck.
They're both stuck. I know Juggernaut's gonna get it.
Juggernaut jamming his way through all obstacles, picking up the extra 25 points bonus, giving him 100 points, while Viper
only behind my
finds his way
back,
through 3
I think.
obstacles and gets
Yeah,
45.
probably. Yeah, if you're in the if you are lurking iShow Speed, congratulations on the award.
Let's go down to the floor.
All right, Juggernaut, you got through the maze again.
Probably
Winner
well
again.
deserved.
You had a little bit of trouble in the guillotine this time.
Yeah, the guillotine actually grabbed us, and it was pretty close to the tire, in fact. But once it came back up, we were able to get out.
Now, you guys have a little bit different of a control. Can you tell us about this design?
Well, it's a pistol grip controller, so it's not the typical joystick type controller that a lot of people use. And we pretty much use it because
I don't
this
know
is
what
the
that
only
means.
time I've ever used, and I'm comfortable
And I'm not
with
sure
it,
you do.
but, do feel like it gives us a little better control.
Now, you started kind of slow. Why do you think that happened? Did you just slow in the controls?
Well, we just wanted to go, basically take it pretty easy because we didn't want to
Did you say
overstress
pistol
anything
grip?
before the gauntlet, which is pretty demanding for as far as the power that's required. And then we kind of had to speed it up because they were making really good progress. And
yeah, they were ahead of you at one point.
They were, and we actually thought that it would end up at the end basically being a collision at the finish line, which would have been kind of fun. But
that would have been cool. The audience would have liked it.
We would have loved it too. I mean, that's what it's about.
Okay, now
No,
next,
Big Popper. Do you know what? I don't think I didn't.
Can you handle that one?
Because my mum's always had this weird thing about me not being called. My mum doesn't like me being called Pete. My mum refused. My mum won't call me Pete.
And make sure everything's good. Check the telemetry. We've had a motor that's running warm, but it's doing okay.
Okay.
And I think we'll be set.
She was always very keen for me to be called
Put the hammer
Peter.
down. Well, that's right, Juggernaut.
Which
Let's see how
you'd
do
agree.
in the
You know, in that one way, you'd get along with my mum.
Okay, the Viper. Wow, you guys, you started off so strong. You plowed through everything, plowed through the box.
Yeah,
the
they
paddles,
called me
went all the way
Petey
through,
Boy.
And then you got hung up right on the ramp, but you weren't expecting that, right?
Yeah, because last time we got hung up on the speed bump, so we made some modifications, and those seemed to really work on the speed bumps because we didn't make it to the ramp last time, so we didn't know we were going to have a problem with the ramp. So we made the modifications to the speed bumps. We went right through the speed bumps. We hit the ramp, and it high-sided us, and we couldn't go anyplace. Otherwise, it might have been a collision at the top.
That's right.
And the other team's got a great robot. They're a little higher. They did a really good job, and we're really looking forward to the gauntlet because we really excel in the gauntlet.
Okay, well, let's see if it works.
Okay.
Good luck.
All right.
Oh, maybe I do know that guy, Baldy. Hello, Ian.
And Viper.
Maybe I do. I think I do know who that is.
Problem again for Viper as he's done in by those pesky
People just call him Speed, right? Is he the guy that jumped over a car or something?
Clearing the way
Something like that.
Here's where things stand so far. Ram
Yeah, set off fireworks in his bedroom.
off the speedway with a win. We're knee deep in the maze now. Where Ram Force
Okay,
and
how's
Juggernaut
everyone going?
Both maintain their lead with critical mass and run amok yet to go. Let's go down to the pits where robotic racers are regrouping after mating on the speedway.
Max, we took some damage.
Have we still not finished the maze
on the
round?
raceway, but it looks like you may have to do a little body work on the front wedge.
One of the other teams. Critical Mass really took some pops at us with his big front spike. I think I'm going to find a big 2x4 next and direct my...
Yeah, right, I do know who that is.
Dad,
I got you. 2x4.
Oh, that's better than a 2x4. You know what we're going to do with that?
Yeah.
All right. You bet. We're going to hammer the heck
Is he like Hacksaw Jim
Okay, while they
Duggan?
finish that up, Let's take a look back at Mark and his bot, Run Amok. This is Mark Jordan,
Hose in the chat.
self-described tinkerer who gives new life to dead machines.
He screams a lot. Oh,
Mark's
yeah,
also
just like
a
me.
man who enjoys a little sleight of hand. He's a magician.
Of course, he's a magician.
Of being able to do something simply impossible.
He's got big magician energy, actually, hasn't he?
That sentiment brought Mark to the Robotica competition, and while other builders have enlisted the aid of experts and machinists, Mark has looked to only one other person for help.
Yes, yeah, give it a good tap.
My son, Aaron Max Jorger, will be my teammate during the competition.
He's got
He's 9 years old.
A little bit of Tobias Funke energy
strategy
to
and
him, doesn't he?
execution from the Robotica event.
My father was a mechanic. He always enjoyed race cars, and that really got me hooked in racing. And my son is about the age that I was when I got involved in racing and this sort of endeavor. And I'm trying to instill those same values in him. The idea that what you do is a reflection of who you really are.
Well, that's nice.
Our robot is named Run Amok. We decided actually to base Run Amok on a riding lawnmower. A friend of mine had a sort of a graveyard for dead lawnmowers.
Oh, F in the chat for all the dead
lawnmower
lawnmowers.
transformed into a competitive robot? A magician's trick? Hardly. Run Amok is for real.
We converted it from gasoline power to electrical power, and of course added the electronics and remote control gear necessary to get the robot working. It's a little unique among the robots here at this competition in that it doesn't use a tank-style steering arrangement. The front wheels actually pivot and steer the robot.
Will this father-son team succeed with a simple robot made from spare parts? If Mark is aware of the odds stacked against him, this cool cat isn't showing it.
I intend to be at the fight to the finish, and I don't intend to take that 8-foot fall off the side.
Oh, that was nice.
Getting better, or are we doing the wrong thing here?
Getting better, I believe.
All right, I think we'll get there.
We say it's getting better.
Across the pit floor, Critical Mass is
I
discussing
watched
their last
the
event.
Grand Prix.
What went wrong, Jeff? You think we had to speed too fast, Jeff? We're supposed to be the fastest. We have to
Been
push
painting
power
wooden
to
Christmas
the
things. That's nice.
We got enough traction.
That's nice.
We're gonna whack the wheels off. Yeah. We're coming back.
Watching Christmas ones. That's good.
Next one's ours. We're only down 30 points, guys. Oh. And all we have to do
I
is
have sourced what I think is a full version of Santa with muscles, but I'm debating whether it's two. Whether I really want to watch it on
It looks
screen.
like these guys have their work cut out for them. While they go at it, let's take a look back at Jeff Sesnick and Critical Mass. Life moves at a slower pace in the rural town of Stevens City,
Yeah, he is a
Virginia.
nice kid, isn't he?
The way
I
of
think
life
I've seen
here
him
is
on
good for some,
He's been
but
on the
not
other
necessarily
American
for
Robot Wars.
Robotica builder Jeff Sesnick.
I have a 20-second commute. I work out of my house. My
It
job's
does sound
very
Christmassy, doesn't it?
tedious, you know, writing code, sitting in front of a computer all day long.
So when he needs a break from the keyboard
Get
woes,
some
Jeff
guests in the
Sesnick
voice
retreats
chat.
to his
And
garage where robots are the order of the day.
MST3K
You know, I'm out in the garage with a welder and the grinder and saws. I like to work with my hands, so it's a natural thing for me, basically.
I don't know what that
I'd say
means.
It's probably a good aggression release.
To help him blow off steam, Jeff enlists the aid of fellow robot enthusiasts.
Is that a
AJ
cool young
and
person's
Ryan.
thing?
And that right there is just a little too loose, and that's too loose.
It's kind of one of those things where we just
Tell you what,
started welding
Adamantium,
stuff
I do
together.
have another
Yeah,
film
well, that
that's
looks about
more
right.
recent
And it just kind of
with
grew.
that's
We
got
really didn't
Hulk
have any
and the
set
Giant in,
plans as to
and
what it was
looks
gonna look
really
like.
bad.
Designing a complex robot
But I
without
just
a game
don't know
plan can be a
whether
daunting
those
task.
will be fun
But from
to
this
watch.
craze of circuitry creation came the robot's very identity.
Yeah,
the
I could
robot's
do that.
critical
Gordon.
mass.
I could do that.
One of
I
us
need
was-
to think
was
about
in
what
a
I'm going to do
conversation
at
and said
Christmas.
something about how this project had reached critical mass.
Yeah, they
at
were
that point.
Adamantium, and
You
it
know,
looks
just kinda
really
stuck.
shit.
Oh yeah, okay, that's what we're going to call it. We knew we had to be fast for the figure eight, needed to be maneuverable for the maze in the gauntlet, and we had to be slow and torquey for the fight to the finish. Well, the only way to really to accomplish that would be to have
Mystery
variable
Science Theater
gear ratios
3000.
that we can
Yeah,
swap or fly,
I
which
do
is
know.
exactly what
I
we
do
did.
know what that is. I
With
have other
sizzling
interests.
speed and a sturdy construction of tubular steel, Jeff and his cohorts couldn't be happier.
I'm delighted with the
Yeah, I
speed.
could get you in. You're a film
it's
expert.
fast enough, and it's also torquey enough.
Bots beware! Critical Mass is hands down the fastest machine in this Robotica competition. The score
Yeah, that's right, isn't it? And last year it was none.
Leading Critical
Last
Mass.
year the lineups were unchanged.
People, let's go back down to the maze. Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, representing the purple
Yeah, I don't know who
team,
that is, Big
it's
Papa.
Run Amok!
Run Amok's pivot steering and big tires make him well suited for the maze.
Hey, I was thinking that over at first.
And his opponent from the orange team
It's like,
is
Bird won't want to do it.
A real speedster.
But I can ask.
Everything this robot does, he does fast.
Okay, it's time to get our maze on. Let's do it.
Robots ready.
Run Amok approaches the ramp. Just, whoa, pops a wheelie into the box. The mass bashes the box out of the way. Run Amok, beating up on that box.
Maybe if you can hack by King of Time.
Right through the guillotine. Run Amok looks lost.
Yeah, I'll think about this. I'll
A critical mass takes
oh,
the
they
maze.
smashed it.
Critical mass. Woo. Critical mass makes it all the way, baby, earning him the extra
All the
25
way,
bonus points,
baby.
giving him a total of 100, while Run Amok plows through 2 obstacles, earning him.
Well, that's close.
The winner is Critical Mass. All right, let's go down to the floor.
Woo! 100 points. How you feeling?
We're feeling really good about that one.
All right, you guys, I can't believe that. Critical Mass bolted all the way through. Could you hit the box any harder? And then no problem, all the way up.
We really needed this one, and we feel really good about it.
You feel good?
Oh, yeah.
What modifications did you make before you entered this round of competition?
No, we had a couple wheels that moved on us last time. Got our drive straightened out. We're good to go.
Okay, so what was your strategy going in?
Have we heard him talk before? He's got much more of a southern
a lot
drawl
easier than last time because we hit it really hard
I don't
last
remember
time.
that.
But we were watching the other bot. We needed to speed up some, and we just ended up blowing through it before they got any further.
He does a bit,
what's
doesn't
your
he,
strategy for the
Adamantium?
gauntlet?
Yeah.
We're gonna try to take it easy on the gauntlet.
Yeah, a little easy.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
right.
try not to get we're gonna try not to get hung up on some paint cans this time.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck. And Critical Mass all the way. All right, congratulations, you guys.
Hey, Run Amok, that was a valiant effort. You may have gone over the ramp with a little too much adrenaline.
Oh, we went for it this time, and that's where we got into trouble. We were a little slow off the ramp in our last round, and we got launched a little bit by the end of the ramp.
Yeah, you ended up almost upside down.
It was close, but we were able to get it back on all feet and get the box out of the way. But the other team was just too fast for us. They just got through too quick.
Well, did you sustain any injuries off that ramp?
No, it was all mental. Once I got mostly upside down, we got a little disoriented, and it took me a few seconds to get that back. But then the other team was pretty much
Well, there are two,
you need
Big
a little
Papa.
bit more time, but that's okay. You still have one more round to go.
You bet. We're going to
You
take
guys
that one.
prepared for that?
Oh yeah, that's going to be one of our strengths.
What do you have in store? Are you gonna
Oh
change
yeah,
it
we've
in
got
the
a lot of
hit
verdicts on the
way
Robotica
we
Charles.
banged back into shape with the aid of a very large piece of wood and a very large
Really?
hammer.
All those holes, you fixed it?
Well, they're at least banged back so that nothing large will get through them.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, and we moved the safe last time. We can move the safe this time.
I think you can, and good luck, all right? Run 'em up.
Toe to toe, these are two very capable machines. It all
One of the
came down
Philippines is
to
called
driving
Tanya,
skills here.
and
Give
the
the
other
edge to
one,
Jeff
I
Sesnick
can't
and
remember
victory
her
to
name.
Critical
I also
Mass.
can't remember which one Tanya is.
After the second round of competition, it's Ram Force all
Okay.
over Jawbreaker. 190 to 60. Juggerbot having his way with Viper, 150 to 65, and Run Amok trailing Critical Mass, 110 to.
Okay, there we go. We've got through 2 ranks. We're halfway there. We're nearly home. We've got through the worst of it. Oh, hang on, I've gone into the wrong scene. That's bad. Okay, let's get ourselves a yogurt. Get a drink. We'll come back. We'll see who is the Robotica Grand Champion. Okay, get yourselves a yogurt. I'll be back in a minute. Here we go. Look, we're nearly there. Oh, I'm Permador. Nice. about 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕𝒛𝕖, etc. Right, hi everyone. Oh, 𝔸𝕠𝕠𝕕𝒛𝕼, Nebraska is remarkable for having a population of just one, making it a unique one-person village. We'd have to survey their views to find out if you're right. I have other interests. She's called Elsie. Whoa, mama, indeed. She's 89. Not looking good, is it? I have other interests. Yeah, exactly. That's a shame. Okay, let's get back to this. Let's get back to Robotica. Let's find out who's the Robotica Grand Champion. It is a fun fact, isn't it? I'm glad I turned that bot on, because it's sort of, when the facts are boring, it's quite funny. And then occasionally a good one will come up.
150. Down in the pits, the tension is mounting. This is the last chance our 6 builders will have to work on their bots before the fight.
All engagement. That's great. And that's what I need if I'm going to win the top streamer.
Mere 40 points. It's going to come down to whoever can take the gauntlet.
We have got to get 16. I think we can push it faster. They had to hit it.
Yeah, enjoy the land of Lurk, being a bandit, where the bots are always on sale.
Our last round in the gauntlet, and we have to do that again this time, or we can't get enough points to win. If we can move to save,
if we're going to win the streamer awards, Baldy, I need to farm engagement.
We will have won 2 events, and we will go on to the fight to the finish. So what do you think, Max? Can we move the safe again?
Yeah.
We have got to get 16.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like a competent team force has everything under control.
So, we're already upside down mode. We've already got the wheel covers on. We don't have to do that.
Upside down mode.
We got test air pressure.
That's right.
Let's check in on their opponent, Jawbreaker.
So what do you want to do? Nothing? We'll just have a bag of chips and a soda and wait for the gauntlet.
I guess everything is good on the robot. Good to go.
So I got
We got to fix that one.
We got no power.
Bag of chips and a soda.
Over there. No. Somebody unplug that.
Yeah, that might be the keyboard. Who do you reckon I should pick?
This bolt got bent just a hair. Perfectly good eye again. Don't even need an optometrist.
Neymar, no, I think Neymar's still too big time. It has to be like
So we're doing
what we really need to be thinking about.
It has to be someone that never played above League One.
That's what it's going to come down to. You know that's what it's going to come down to.
Juggerbot is not looking past Viper, who almost bit him in the last event.
Yeah, we actually were thinking that it was over. I mean, Viper had it.
Yeah, we thought that we were going to lose that last round. For
Actually, surely my on-brand way of doing that would be to get obsessed with an old Robot Wars guy or
they get through the
wrestler.
glass, they win. So what we got to do is get through the end before they get through the glass.
Yeah.
So we got to come up with a little grip and a little speed.
A lot of speed.
And maybe a miracle.
The puns are never
It
ending.
ain't over yet.
And so we've already discussed if we make it.
I was going to claim I don't do puns, but actually, that's not going to stand up, is it? Not going to stand up to any scrutiny.
Right. It's down to the wire. Nobody knows who will make it to the
People
final
at least
fight.
yeah, you're right. The criteria for this is tricky, isn't it, Baldy?
Power or the fact that they're driving, the fact that we have more traction won't matter.
Yeah, it's some sort of AI being a
I know
bandit.
we've got better drivers than Juggerbot, but they're a lot. They got a lot.
Yeah,
more
I need
power
to try and
than
get
people
George
with
Francis on
There's a big
stream.
difference between simplicity
GFOS.
and crudeness, and we have some very sophisticated design work just in order to make it look this simple.
Yeah.
So we have no problems at all with being the underdog.
The final event in our first round of competition is the Gauntlet. Now, this is an old-fashioned drag race with some
I don't
new
think
rules.
it's really
2
AI.
robots, 2
being a
tracks,
bandit.
and
It's
50 feet to glory. Fastest bot wins. Only 5 things stand between the start and the finish. 5 increasingly difficult obstructions.
Yeah, I think
the
I've done that
robot
before,
will have
Big
to
Bob, but I
blast
think
through. First, there's a pane
don't
of
know if I'm
glass.
on
Now, to get
timeout,
past
but it
this
will
without a
work.
scratch, you'll have a mound of metal cans staring you in the face. After you recycle these suckers,
There we go.
you'll be met by a
Egg and Pete stream are a right laugh. Full of bots and bops, it's a right treat. From wrestling watch-alongs to robot sushi nights, this streamer's got the beats. Egg and Pete's where the fun's at, can't be beat. Kiss his fingers.
This baby across the finish line
That's not a very good, not a very good poem there.
15 points. and the winner will receive an extra
That's good,
25.
Katie. What was it?
Now, re-entering the arena representing the red team, it's Ram Force!
Oh, here's Ram
This
Force.
wide design tends to cause debris to pile up in front, increasing the load it must push.
And his opponent from the blue team, it's Jawbreaker.
This spot's wide stance and narrow nose make him surprisingly adept at running the gauntlet.
Robots, get your micro switches in motion. Let's
Dick
do
Rome
the
beats with
gauntlet.
beat, yeah.
Robots ready.
Ram Force, bust through the
Oh,
glass
nice. That
and
was
the
another of
glass.
my suggestions, Katie. Was it good?
Ram Force is at the safe. Jawbreaker just powering
It's
away
at
from the
least
safe.
short.
And he gets it. Ram Force, it's over, buddy. Jawbreaker.
Oh, the
takes
Jawbreaker did it.
Jawbreaker blasts through the obstacles, pockets the extra 25, and receives 100 points, while Ram Force, stuck in the safe, gets 60. Sorry, Jawbreaker.
Oh,
Ram
still
Force
won.
still earns the coveted spot in the fight to the finish.
It was short. That's good.
Let's go down to the floor.
Let's go down to the floor.
Upset of the evening, you guys. That was amazing. You crashed right through the gauntlet. It was easy.
Well, yeah, it went good. They were pretty confident they were going to beat
Yeah, they
us, so I
were.
said, let's just go full throttle and try to win one. So it worked out great.
Yeah, who's the
At one point, I thought you
Ronaldo
guys
of wrestling in
ruined it when you were trying to hit the
1997?
safe. It looked like you went past it and you weren't going to be able to back up.
Or Robot
Well,
was?
we couldn't see where we were from. We stayed right at the end of the course, so we blew through so quick.
Yeah.
We didn't have time to keep up with the robots. So by the time we got to the end, I didn't even know where it was. So it was just sort of flopping around.
I'm
and
sure
then,
you were so excited
yeah,
you couldn't keep your emotions down.
Yeah, there was no pressure for
Yeah,
this one because we knew
probably
we were
is
going to come
probably,
out
isn't it?
without going to the fight to the finish, win or lose. But we just wanted
Right.
to at least get him on one.
No,
I know
because
this was your first robot, and it was a pretty darn good effort.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. We had a lot of fun.
Congratulations and good luck in the future.
Hogan's not
guys. It was
quite in the
awesome.
stage of his career that
well, you know, it
Ronaldo's
was
at, I
an
think.
unexpected loss for Ram Force. You guys, you kind of plowed through, and then what happened at the safe?
We just got caught on some debris, some sand probably, and slipping on wheels. We took it easy.
Yeah,
We
but
didn't
he's
have to
still,
even
in a
show up
way,
for
at the
this
top of the
event.
game. He's still the
Because
champion, isn't he?
gotten
Whereas
0 points, we
Ronaldo
still
plays in
would've gone to
a...
the finals. So we
Yes,
weren't
Bob
concerned at all for this
Backlund, yeah.
event.
How are you going to prepare for the fight to the finish? What modifications are you
We've
going to
got
make?
to completely redesign the robot again. Flip it over, take the wheel guards off, take the plow off, put the scoop on, recharge the batteries, and put traction compound on the tires.
Okay, and are you completely 100% confident that you're going to whip some butt?
The finals are going to be tough.
Some good robots.
We're going to put up
The
a
good
fight.
robots.
We're going to put up a good fight.
Yeah, who are you concerned with right now?
Juggerbot. Juggerbot's kind of a challenge.
Juggerbot.
Oh,
Why
worried
is
about
Juggerbot a
Juggerbot?
challenge?
It's a pretty tough road.
Yeah,
We think
maybe
we
the
can beat him,
honky
though.
tonk man.
Think you can?
Yeah, but it's going to be a fight.
The best of the best.
All right. Great job, you guys.
Ram Force's ultra-wide design comes back to haunt them as they snap a 6-event winning streak by losing their first match. Meanwhile, the pointed front end of Jawbreaker blasts through each obstacle as those massive rear tires easily bound over the debris. All right, it's time once again for the final event in our first
Also,
round of competition.
Look,
of the
I
gauntlet.
appreciate
Once
I
again,
can't take up. There's
representing
no
the
room
gold
for a
team,
moral
it's
high ground if you're trying to win the Streamer Awards.
Viper's wedge and
But I'd
pushing
like it to be
power
someone
could
less
give him
problematic
the
than Ronaldo.
advantage.
And his opponent from the silver team, it's Juggerbot!
His tremendous
But maybe
speed
I
and
can't.
super
Maybe that's
strength
the
are
sacrifice
key
I've
in
got to
this
make
event.
if I want to be Streamer of the Year.
Okay, it's time to kick some robot butt. Come on, chickens. Robotica.
Come on, chickens.
Robots ready.
Okay, here we go. Viper against Juggerbot. Oh, Juggerbot's smacking it. Whoa, that's impressive.
He's moving on to the fight, to the finish.
That's how she runs. That's how she runs it. Brother, yeah.
Juggerbot crashes his way through all the obstacles and into the record books with 100 points, while Viper, lagging
To the
behind,
record
picks up
books.
60. Juggerbot has earned a spot in our final battle. Congratulations. Let's go now to the floor with our second finalist.
All right, great job. You must be feeling great right now. How you feeling?
Really good, really
All
good.
right.
That was a strong run. That's what we like to see.
Were you expecting that?
Well, you know, we were a little concerned about Viper because they're a strong robot too, and so we really had to push it hard just to make sure that we did good.
The time was 4 seconds. That's the fastest time. Amazing! Wow, you are going into the fight to the finish, I'm sure, on a strong foot. How are you feeling? What's your strategy?
We're feeling pretty good.
Yeah?
We don't know who the final competitor is going to be, of course, our third opponent, so we'll have to wait and see on that.
Are we going to have a three-way fight to the finish?
Strategy for that, we've been discussing
that might be
different
worth
scenarios, and I think we're prepared.
So, okay, well, you know that one of your competitors is Ramforce, and Ramforce even said that Juggernaut, they're a little intimidated by you guys at this point. How do you feel about that?
Well, they've got a strong robot, too.
Yep.
I don't think, I mean, I think we both have similar designs, both four-wheel drive. I think it's going to be a good matchup, and it'll be really interesting to see how it mixes up with a third
We're watching the Robotica final.
Well,
And
congratulations
we've been watching it for quite a while now.
in the fight to the finish. Great job.
You guys, you started off a little slow. I haven't seen that in earlier rounds. What
the
happened?
hats have come off.
I don't know. I hit the throttle to go fast, and it wasn't going. And all of a sudden, Juggernaut passed us, and they were at the end, and we were still halfway through. So I'd like to congratulate them. They did a great job. They got a great team, and we're really looking forward to watching them in the fight to the finish.
All right, so who do you guys think is going to come out the victor in the fight to the finish?
Well, we don't know who the last two teams are, but Juggernaut has got a really good chance.
Yeah,
they
they're
got
a great
team. They got a great robot. We're looking forward to it.
All right, you guys. Good luck.
Right, thanks a lot.
We'll see you in the future, hopefully, okay?
Tonight, one robot's fearsome fury proved
Buck
to be
Norris.
another robot's deadly demise. Viper is outgunned, outgassed, and outmatched.
Oh dear, you don't want to be that,
As
do you?
Juggernaut serves up a healthy portion of humble pie in the gauntlet. Okay, it's time once again for the final event in our first round of competition, the Awesome Gauntlet.
It's time once again
the
for the
orange
final
team,
event.
it's Critical Mass.
At this spot's low gear ratio and body design
Oh,
caused
that's
him
a
to high
shame.
center in this event last time.
And
That's a
his
shame.
opponent from the purple team, it's Run Amok.
Down in points, it's all or
Tanika
nothing for
seems
this
nice.
father-son team.
Hello, Hondo. We're watching the final of Robotica.
Let's light this candle.
Have you seen this before, Hondo? You might be vaguely interested. The host is Amit Zappa, one of Frank Zappa's sons.
Blast through the glass. Run him up, attacking the bricks. Critical Mass.
What about
answers
the
and holds
Ultimate
into
Warrior,
safe.
Big Papa?
Run him up with the
I think very unlikely I'm going to get the Ultimate Warrior on the stream.
stuck at the safe.
Oh, they're stuck.
Trying to get past those stones. He's down by 40 points. Must take this event to get to the fight to the finish. Still no word from Critical Match, just lying there. Run amok using every ounce of his strength.
Come on, Run
pounding
Amok.
away.
Come on, Run Amok.
Son Aaron cheering him on.
I don't think I want Hogan on the stream.
Seems like Run Amok has
What
a
wrestlers would I
breakout
want
between
on the
his wedge
stream?
and tire there.
Yeah.
Critical Mass is immobilized. He suffered a similar setback in his previous gauntlet.
Mick Foley
Making a
would
little
be
bit
nice.
of a dent, trying to get through all the debris.
Yeah,
Sounds like
Gold
his motor
Dust.
may be
I'd love to
dying
get
out. If
I'd
neither
love to
bot
get Gold
completes
Dust on the
this race,
stream.
Critical Mass ahead on points. is
Sabo
moving
is more
on,
problematic,
and
I
Run Amok
think.
knows it.
Oh, man.
Adja Kong. It'd be great to get Adja Kong on the stream. I'm pretty sure doesn't speak English.
His power's back.
Oh, you saw the last one, yeah.
Barely moving that safe.
Yeah, I'll try and get Abaddon on the stream.
Come on, Run Amok. Come on, baby. Jorger working those controls. Come on, you can do it.
Holly Cameron, bigger guess.
He's got a clearing on
What
the
we
left.
need to hope I have on the is one of those people's career really nosedives.
Moving. Critical Mass in critical condition. The crowd is going crazy.
Oh, I meant to send you. I found out that
Inches away from a dramatic upset.
I don't exactly know the exactly how it came about, but Harley Cameron was very briefly. I don't know how, but she's released a cover of "I Put a Spell on You" with two WWE development wrestlers,
What an effort! An ecstatic
and the music video's on YouTube.
and his partner in crime, son Aaron, they must be totally thrilled. They're moving on to the fight to the finish.
Got him, Max. What do you think?
Yeah, baby! Run Amok miraculously makes it through, getting 100 points. Critical Mass, stumped by the safe, receives 60. And Run Amok takes the gauntlet. Here's how it works, people. The score is tied 210 points apiece, but since Run Amok won 2 of the 3 events, he advances to the fight to the finish. Let's go down to the floor.
She only wrestled her first match in 2022, so it'll be a while before we get to her on the streams.
It was well worth the wait. It took a little while, but you got there through the safe.
We did get there. We got the safe the first round, and we knew if we just kept at it, we could get there again. And it took us a while, but we made it through.
At one point, it looked like your robot completely died. What happened out there?
We got badly pinned. We had the rail on one side of us. We had a brick behind us. We had one of the concrete blocks holding us in the front. We're pretty much triangulated in place, but we kept the power down on the motor, and it held together long enough to get us out of that.
Now, this race was really, really tight. You guys actually are tied after this round, but you guys won 2 rounds, so you're going to the finals. Persistence, persistence, persistence. Yes, Run Amok! That was awesome. Congratulations. You are going on to the finals. We can't wait to see what you got in store. You ready?
Oh, yeah. We've been underestimated for the whole of the competition. And I'm ready to take a shot at Team Force.
That's right. Yeah. Run Amok, taking a shot at Team Force. Right on, Aaron. Congratulations.
All right. I was definitely voting for Critical Mass. Now, I know Critical Mass, you guys just sped right through all the obstacles. And then finally, at the very end, you're saying that your brakes may have gotten caught.
Yeah, I think we got a brick hung up under us. We haven't checked it out yet, so we don't know.
But yeah,
I think we got stuck on some bricks.
How did that happen, though?
Well, the front of the robots, or the underside of the front of the robot is sloped.
Oh no, after the ocean. I thought it was the last safeguard.
You weren't expecting this at all, obviously, right?
Well, we knew anything could happen, and that was our problem last time we ran into the gauntlet, is that we got something stuck under us, and it did the same thing. And we took some steps to try to help us, and it didn't work.
And you knew that this was probably your weakest
I
event.
wonder if Sam will show up at any of the...
Okay. Well, good luck in the future, you guys. Great job.
AEW will do a Christmas show from the Hammerstein Ballroom.
But once again, a design flaw caused him to high center when it mattered.
The Ocean does famously already have pregnant men, yeah. Yeah, the battle against Woke was lost a while ago.
But it came at a cost, as he may have blown a motor. Their strength and speed got them this far, but in the fight
Shabu, the whale,
weapons are the name of the game.
That's right. Let's take a look at what Ramforce, Juggerbot, and Run Amok have under the hood for their big battle.
Run Amok's strength continues to be his pivot steering, enabling him to push in all directions. His weakness, a damaged
automotive steering.
Juggerbot has shown that he is a powerful pushing machine, but he's got to be careful controlling.
Can you imagine how angry Mighty Fighter Shushbugs would be that they tried to pass off steering as a weapon?
Is a power supply they call Mr. Fusion.
Yeah, Mr.
His weakness,
Fusion.
the likely threat of a double team.
Once there are 6 teams, now there are 3.
Okay, who do we like? We've got Run Amok, we've got Juggerbots, we've got Ram Force, Mr. Ram.
Let's hear their thoughts on the Robotica experience and making it to the final fight. The fight to the finish.
Boy, we are really excited to be in the finals. Given the caliber of the other teams, we didn't know what to expect coming in.
Oh, hang on. Here's Mark. Okay, now run him.
Yeah, I got confused because they call the batteries, Jezon. They call the batteries Mr. Fusion.
We think we smoked the motor. We think the motor's gone.
What can we do to help? I'd like to help you. It is really hot.
It smells awful, but
it's the burning of the wood, isn't it? That I smell.
It might be the wood on fire.
Sounds like a barbecue. Whatever we can do to help you.
Good. Go check your own robot out while I'm doing that.
We'll be back.
My son Aaron has just enjoyed every minute of it. I think he's really gotten a feel for the.
These guys are the underdogs, aren't they?
Between most
be good if they won.
Where everyone's been very gentlemanly and sportsmanlike.
Preliminaries, which are kind of cream puffs robot.
Yeah.
Against. Now we get to fight against a real robot.
Yeah, it's Burning Wood a robot.
The 3 robots in the fight to the finish was.
You absolutely could win a gold medal on Techno Games with a piece of Burning Wood in the right category.
More carnage, more chaos. It couldn't be better. The front and the rear armor.
I've made a number of really good friends in this competition.
Yeah, that does sound like hard work, doesn't it?
And it's great that they came over and offered me that help.
There's only one that scares us, and that's Juggerbot. Yeah, everyone else we can take. Juggerbot, they're a scary machine.
It's normal. We're all avoiding gravity is the key strategy for the next event.
Team Force certainly has enormous preparation going for them, and they've got a little bit of an attitude. And I don't think that's played real well with some of the other competitors.
We're expecting Juggerbot to go for us.
Let's have Cat Thunder in Paradise.
They got a lot of power.
I did think for a second, Gumnon, that a fun Christmas stream might be for me to try and break my own world record in Wonder in Paradise, but then I remembered what that game's actually like to play or watch, and I thought that's probably not actually a good idea. That's probably not a good stream idea.
Is going to be gunning for Team Force on their own, and I don't think any pre-arrangement of anything is going to be necessary.
Those who've made friends and enemies.
Do you think Jimmy Hart has a computer? I have other interests.
Take a fall.
I'm going to try to fire up the motor and see if we get any response at all out of it. He's running his speed. We'll pump some air through it too. That may.
I'll tell you what, Jezal. I have sourced it.
Doesn't sound real good, but
I have. I do have it to watch, but I don't know if I want to. I have other interests and suggested I could get some guests on and we could chat over it, which might make it more.
You know, loaning tools back and forth.
That might make it a better stream.
Pretty good rapport, and it was just kind of ironic that we ended up in the finals together. If you're good here, we still have 90 minutes. We still could get to work on the other one just to be safe.
I'd better put the chain back on and give it a trial.
Sounds like Mark is going to test Run Amok to see if he does, in fact, need to swap out that motor.
Okay, some more filler Jeopardy.
We wanted a little low-speed load test, so we used Aaron Max there as a load for us, basically.
I don't know how much work Jimmy Hart does these days. I think
motor is good to go.
Coming through, guys.
I'd hope he's kind of happily retired.
The test went pretty well, really.
Gogglebox is not. Well, that's not true. I do know what Gogglebox is.
Powerful pushing robots. We got to play it defensively. Try and stay in the center. I'm going to hope that one of them knocks the other.
Yeah, I don't really want to watch that show.
Then I'll go for whoever's left.
Yeah, he probably does do conventions. Yeah.
We've convinced Team Force that.
I'd love to get Paul Nakano on the stream. But again, she doesn't speak English, so.
Pretty funny.
We've been taunting the Juggernaut team a bit.
Sonny Ono might be
gearboxes.
We'll probably fess up after.
Sonny Ono would be good.
And see if they do go for the little flipper secret weapony thingy.
Yeah, well, that's why I mean we got to leave this.
Is Nick Patrick still alive?
We're going to go to that stream. I'm sure everybody's going to be cautious at first.
Everybody's scheming, everybody's planning.
We're expecting.
I've become a big fan of Nick Patrick.
I think we've got to do afterburner.
So what do you think, Max? I'm voting to keep the motor in and run with it rather than the risk changing it out and making a mistake. All right, we know we're running, we know we're responsive, and I think we've got to get to work on this wedge.
So Run Amok opts not to swap out motors as the final repair period comes to an end.
Oh, that's good. That's good to know,
Geek. A small ring with two other rather large robots.
I don't think I want to get Sonny on the stream.
Interesting. I'm not sure really how long the 3 robots can maintain in that area without something really disastrous happening.
She could find him once,
At this point, I'm happy that we've just made it to be one of the top 3 or so robots in the event. And if we win, that's great too. But if we lose, you know, we still did pretty damn well.
You know, we're looking forward to some really good competition tonight. There's a lot of good people out there, a lot of good robots, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
The time for ratcheting, wrenching, and welding is over. Now,
it is Jezzo. There's been so much filler on this really long episode.
Into the arena. We've got our 3 finalists, and they've got their work cut out.
Okay, here's
Each of these bots have successfully taken on the Speedway, the Maze, and the Gauntlet.
Stop weighing on gets
SWO
GTF.
It is time to find a champion. It's our fight to the finish.
And there's nothing wrong with your television set, people. You're supposed to see triple. 3 times the bots, 3 times the threat. This is a Rumble Robotica style. We've taken
it was called something like Legends House, and it was leaked. I didn't actually watch it all, but I've seen clips of it.
From there, it's simple. They battle it out for 1 minute, and then the guardrails go bye-bye. After that, the last robot standing rules. So let's get to it.
Making their final appearance of the season, give it up for Round Force.
Okay, here we go.
The word on the street is that he's the bot.
It's Ram Force.
We'll see if his
the word on the street is he's the bot to beat. Is there ever a great time to ask that question, Golan?
Could be brown trousers time.
He is fascist wacky, yeah.
He made a
could be brown trousers time, yeah.
In his previous fight to the finish, his sheer strength will most certainly be a factor.
And finally, Run Amok.
It's a shame they didn't put a third ramp in.
Definitely the crowd favorite. What he may be
Yeah,
lacking
come on,
in
run him
power,
up.
he undeniably makes up for.
There's not enough room for 3 robots, is there?
Don't count this spot out.
They've literally not thought this through at all. Okay, here we go.
Finalists, are you ready? Okay.
Oh yeah, the crab's gonna want to see this.
Come on, robots. Start your engine.
Start your engines, robots.
And all our bots are now on board. This crab
Okay, here we go.
nuts.
This crab is
Down to
going
this.
nuts.
These are the best of the best. Only one of these 3 robots will survive and take home the Robotica Championship trophy. Good luck.
Yeah, this crab
Looks like
is
the
going
drivers are ready.
nuts.
Let's do this.
Okay, here we go. Let's do this.
Robots ready.
Here we go. Who's going to win? This is it. This is the grand final. This is what we've been waiting.
Juggerbot right into ramp force. Run him up, get the
Oh, if he gets in the back, he can get them both.
banging on ramp force.
Run amok is in a good spot here. Run amok's in a good spot. Oh, no, they're not.
Power struggle between Juggerbot and ramp force. Run him up, waiting in the wings, looking for the right moment to strike. And he died.
Oh, oh no. I thought if they get underneath with the wedge, they've got it. Could be an upset.
Each driver knows what's at stake.
Well, in a minute, Jezza, the sides are going to drop
Play it
away.
smart. Juggerbot and ramp force duking it out. Ramp
But
force
yeah, if
trying
Mighty
to
Mighty
pin him
Chishbug
into
was
the rail.
here, he would be furious at the lack of weapons. Here we go.
Ramp force gets his wedge under Juggerbot, but he gets
Oh
away.
no, he's going to wait.
All 3 jockeying for position. 3 seconds.
I think
before the rails
Run
go
Amok's going to get this. I reckon they're going to come in the back door.
Juggerbot is on the
Oh
edge.
no, they're caught at the edge.
Run amok has got ramp force pinned against him. Juggerbot is trying to escape.
How long's this going to go on for?
Got to reverse. He's got to get out of there. This is a very delicate situation.
Oh, they've.
He's off the edge, and Run amok is right behind.
I don't understand how can he
They've got it.
how can he be so fast?
Pinned again before the rails go down.
Let's watch this bit again. There's a very funny bit where Albert says this is a very delicate situation, then he just drives off the edge.
Force pinned against him. Juggerbot is trying to escape. He's got to reverse. He's got to get out of there. This is a very delicate situation. Oh, Juggerbot is off the edge, and Run amok is right behind Ramp Force. This is the home.
They did it.
Destroying Ramp Force and takes the fight to the finish. Yes! Oh, Team Juggerbot going nuts all over Mark Jorger. Run amok, the unlikely hero and the ruler of the robot world.
Albert's exhausted.
Yes, the winner is Run amok.
Let's go down to where Tanika is standing by.
Run amok, you pulled it out! That was awesome.
Anything could happen with 3 of us in there, and they were tied up worrying about each other, and I snuck in at the end and got in a good position.
I saw that. You were like, okay, let them beat up on each other a little bit, and I'm just going to lay back low.
The other 2 were very stupid, weren't they? Because they absolutely just let themselves get
Scripting that if I'd wanted to.
Exactly. It worked beautifully.
get attacked in the back.
Here you go, Aaron. There's the trophy. How you feeling, Aaron?
How you feeling? Ah!
Mark is the champion.
Oh, Mark.
All right. It went exactly as planned. Congratulations. That was a beautiful, beautiful round.
Oh, thank you so much. That felt good.
Yeah, give them a picture of the big fish.
Thank you so much, everybody. Run amok!
And the final conflict, it appeared as if an alliance was formed.
I'm not sure an alliance was formed. It was just those 2 just going after each other. It is a better trophy than the big nut, isn't it? Yeah.
On the arena floor. But when the rails came tumbling down, it was Juggerbot who took the fall. Leaving Run amok an easy target as he tosses Ramp Force over the edge to be the last.
Yeah, I'm happy they won.
The first Robotica championship is now history. Someday we'll look back on the name Run Amok and we'll think of superstars like Michael Jordan, Mark McGuire, and Tiger Woods. Run Amok, you rock! So
yeah, that's... When you think back to the great sports stars...
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the playing fields of tomorrow on the next Robotica. Over and out.
Yeah, I think so, over the requests.
And that indeed ends the current series of Robotica here on 5. But if you're a fan of in-house fighting of a humankind, then don't miss a corking Family Affairs at 1 when Jim turns the Charnham soap on its head. Next up, we take you on a worldwide tour, courtesy of 5 News at noon.
That was very fun, yeah. There we go. Imagine if they did a new Space Jam with Run Amok. Right, thank you, Reeve Goosh International TV. There we go, that was the final of Robotica. I think it was worth watching in the end. It was good. It is 11 o'clock. Which is normally when I'd end the stream, but I didn't mean to watch an hour and a half of Robotica. Do people want to go to bed, or do people want an episode of Battlebots? Because I think I'm happy either way. That was the final episode of Season 1, 𝔸𝕉. Battlebots is the best, isn't it? We are getting towards the end of Battlebots. Hondo wants more, and that's good enough for me. Oh, Hondo, I don't think you've been here since I did this. If you do ! Hondo, that's a thing now. That's a command. Yeah, 𝔸𝕉, there was a Season 3. There you go. There was a Season 3. They've got, I guess they've got a lot of TV to fill. Okay, let's get straight to this. Here we go. Okay, it's Battlebots time.
Tonight on Comedy Central's BattleBots 3 championship fight.
Yeah, maybe one day, Hondo.
𝔸𝕉 meets the bladed bully Hazard to see who's the king of the middleweight mountain. Then
exactly. They didn't even show the whole of the episodes they've made of Rescue Robots.
And forget the peace talks. Minion and Dual will take it into the box for the BattleBots Super Heavyweight Championship.
Full steam.
Full steam ahead, indeed. Also, the datas were right. We didn't get a line, did we?
Take a look at that. That's San Francisco's Fort Mason, where in just a few minutes, BattleBot royalty will be crowned. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to BattleBots. I'm Sean Salisbury here with my partner, Bill Dwyer. Bill, this is the best of the bots. This is the championship bout.
I am jacked up. You're jacked up.
I can't believe they let you sore losers.
This is the championships. These alloy
Unlucky.
gladiators have taken on spring-loaded spikes, mighty wedges, swinging maces, and double-tipped saw blades. And now we get to watch the most rugged and durable, the chrome of the crop, put it all on the line for the glory of winning. This thing right here, the big nut. Hello, Daddy.
60 pounds of glory.
And durable, the chrome of the crop, put it all on the line for the glory of winning. This thing right here, the big nut. Hello, Daddy.
HD's in the chat. Hello, Daddy.
Winning the big nut also means taking home $5,000 in cash. Yes, I said it. $5 grand in cash, and that money is well earned after the hours and money these builders spend working away in garages and basements across the world, all the while pursuing BattleBot domination.
Tonight's middleweight championship is between Hazard and 𝔸𝕉. In the quarterfinals,
it would have been good if he said, yeah, they're the cream of the crop and I'm the cream of the crime.
Hazard took out the lanky spin-orbiting force in a slam fest that went the distance. 𝔸𝕉 has the look of a vicious rock chisel and a lot of determination, and is the warped brainchild of Oakland's Grant Imahara.
Warped brainchild.
What is it that drives Grant Imahara? Take a look at this.
Just turn this up a little bit.
𝔸𝕠𝕠 is not the biggest robot to roam the battle box floor. So what strategy does this Napoleonic machine employ into the BattleBots championships?
Our strategy
Oh yeah, it's got a little toffee hammer on it.
Non-stop, don't let up. Just keep ramming him
Non-stop, don't let up.
with the spike.
So far, that strategy has worked. First against Alien Gladiator, and then in the semifinals against Pressure Drop, where 𝔸𝕠𝕠's ruthlessness led to a record-setting 112 jabs against the gargantuan Stompbot. So tonight, 𝔸𝕠𝕠 puts that strategy to the test one more time.
What is this?
For us, for himself, and for the glory of winning the big nut.
Well, Bill, one of these two fighting robots is going to be the BattleBots middleweight champ. The box is locked, the lights are on. It's championship robot fight time.
Oh, that's sweet word.
Oh, is this straight into the final?
In front of your screen. Hazard will be the lawnmower. Oh, what a blow by 𝔸𝕠𝕠 right off the bat.
Coming down hard, not afraid of the blade at all, but look at now, it's building up the speed.
That blade was
Oh yeah, people are big on BattleBots. Big Papa.
The 𝔸𝕠𝕠 with that pneumatic arm.
Gets in so many jabs, scores a lot of points that way, Sean.
Oh, big blow by Hazard.
He's got him.
Not moving at all. 𝔸𝕠𝕠's not moving.
That one punch, he was getting dominated with Hazard. What's going on here?
He must have taken out his power supply.
Take a look at the count by the referees.
They're counting him down.
The heavy favorite 𝔸𝕠𝕠 is in trouble now.
He got pushed there. That's not why he's not moving.
That's it.
Under a minute long.
The championship has been decided.
Take a look at the owners of Hazard. $5,000 will be theirs. The congratulations. Where did this happen? Being dominated was Hazard, but boom, one time to 𝔸𝕠𝕠.
Well, 𝔸𝕠𝕠's got to come out tentative. He's got to be a little cautious of that blade of Hazard's. And he was for a little while, Sean. And he got in a lot of jabs.
Good driving by Hazard to get away.
We'll see it right here. Yeah. It knocks out the
It was anti-climax, wasn't it? Yeah.
𝔸𝕠𝕠. That was it. That was a vicious hit.
That's how these machines are designed to utilize
strong,
that
but
blade.
delicate.
Yeah, let's go down for the official decision.
53 seconds. The winner by knockout and BattleBots middleweight champion in the blue square, Hazard.
There you go, Hazard, the middleweight champion.
Middleweight championship with one mighty wallop, Bill. I need to know about the battle stats because really, he was dominated early on.
Tell you what happened here. 𝔸𝕠𝕠 got in his jabs early and often.
He was smashing him on jabs.
That's his style. But it was that death blow slam that decided this fight. Hazard won. 𝔸𝕠𝕠 nothing.
Let's go down to the battle box floor where the champions are standing by.
Now, I'm smelling something here. What's that smell?
We're not quite sure, actually. Something smoked, and we're going to go check it out in the pit.
I noticed it did start smoking in the middle of the fight. Were you afraid that you were going to lose?
What's that smell?
Oh, we're always afraid we're going to lose until the moment we win.
All right, well,
yeah, that's good.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Also, we didn't get to see it in Big Papa, but that guy does really mad introductions for the robots.
With heavyweight Vlad the Impaler.
The big boys are next.
For more information on BattleBots and how you can enter a fighting robot in the BattleBots competition, log on to battlebots.com.
The Golden Gate Bridge, the pride of San Francisco. And there you see the Golden Nut. That's the prize of the BattleBots champion. There's Greg Walker. He hopes his Vlad the Impaler will be the next BattleBots heavyweight champion. Welcome back, everyone, to BattleBots. It's our night of champions, and it rolls on. The atmosphere inside
Night of Champions rolls on.
Beyond electric.
It's like cold fishing or something incredibly powerful. Tonight, it's all about the giant nut, and we already have our first champion, the middleweight Hazard.
Yeah, Bill, and we're moving on.
It's
Hazard
all
took care
about
of
the
𝔸𝕠𝕠
giant nut.
to grab the nut and $5,000, and now a couple of high-powered heavyweights are up in arms. It's Vlad the Impaler and Voltark.
Oh, this one's going to get nasty, Sean. Vlad charged and then discarded TazBot.
Thank you,
He then
Otto,
avoided
yeah.
the chrome
It's all
carving
about
blade of
giant nut.
overkill in the quarterfinals before turning Punjar into his heavyweight pinata in the semifinals. Vlad has gotten here using the excellent driving skills of Gage Couchois and a dastardly forklift operated by Greg Walker. They hail from Oakland. San Francisco's Stephen Felk crafted the wicked wedge with an articulated lifting arm that'll grab you and carry you to your doom.
I got to put you on the spot. Vlad the Impaler, Voltark. I don't think Vlad's had a close match the entire time. I'm going with him.
I love the perfect design of Voltark, that beautiful smooth wedge with the almost hidden articulated lifting arm and that tooth. Come on, buddy, that's the man.
This fight alone in the heavyweight division should give you your money's worth. Vlad is tough, but Voltark has mastered his domain all the way through this journey. Let's take a look back.
Stephen Phelps, he's one fight away from his ultimate goal, the giant nut. What has robotic combat taught him?
The main thing they teach is how stupid you are.
Dumb guys don't win robot fights. Felk quite easily outwitted Bender's builders, hobbling and hounding the broken bot till the referees stopped the contest.
It's designed to be a tough machine. It's designed to take a real beating and to have a very good offensive weapon.
In his next fight against the deadly Biohazard, Felk smartly utilized his lifting arm to repeatedly drop Biohazard on the kill saws to the delight of all.
You know, I just felt really lucky and really felt like this is something I was meant to do.
In his semifinal match against Kilohertz, Felk's brilliant strategy was to show no mercy to the hapless and damaged British bot. But what's his game plan against the dominant and awe-inspiring Vlad the Impaler?
His robot is square and he's vulnerable on the corners, so I'm going to try for his corners.
Stephen Felk is one match away from winning the thing he's dedicated his life to, the BattleBot Heavyweight Championship.
It's time for the
So who do we like? Do we like Voltark or Vlad?
Yes, people, it's Robot Championship fighting time. Voltark against Vlad the Impaler looks similar, but those lifting arms will tell you who Vlad the Impaler is. He comes out right now with those and dominates Voltark.
Voltark gets him up in the air.
You'll see those hazards come up all over the arena throughout this bout.
Both seem evil, yeah.
Look at Vlad the Impaler once again on the charge for Voltark.
Pays a little price for that. Got run over the hazards.
It's all gone wrong.
Vlad the Impaler uses those lifting arms to flip Voltark on his back, and he is incapacitated.
Oh, they're both stuck.
He says he's basically dead.
Oh no, they'll be fine.
Get off him. He's got 30 seconds. Now he's off. Now the only thing Stephen Felk can hope for is that Vlad hits him again and rights him, unless he can right himself with his lifting arm, and that doesn't seem to be happening, Sean.
No, he looks. Remember, if he's incapacitated,
30
the countdown
seconds
will begin, and this fight will be over. If not,
No, I think it's going to be Vlad.
3 minutes to see what happens.
He can tell the referee if he's dead or not, and I think he's choosing not to.
Look at the respect.
He's moving.
Look at the respect Vlad the Impaler showing as he waits patiently to try and see if Voltark can right himself.
Hang on.
We've seen this happen. Going clear across the battle box, lining him up. He's got him in his sights.
And it is legal now to do this because the fight is not over.
The fight is not over yet. And even if it was, I say it would be legal.
That's just tearing this piece of machinery up. Oh my goodness, I think we expected more punches thrown in this heavyweight bout. Well, it's over.
That's it.
There we go.
You know what? I think Phelps stayed on the ground to see if he could upright himself, or he did it for the crowd. Take a look at this now. Look, both bots very aggressive, but look, Vlad getting under him with that lifting arm and right over. Voltark never saw it coming.
Great timing.
And here we go. The lineup from across the box, and boom, right in there. You know what? I think Felks got so much confidence in Voltark that he knew it could take that hit.
We need to go down and get the official decision.
40 seconds.
A little bit of disappointment on the left here with Stephen Felks.
And still, BattleBots heavyweight champion in the red square, Vlad.
Well done, Vlad. Yes, Mard Vlad.
Take a look at the battle stats. Shouldn't be close.
Vlad's to beat, yeah.
In this battle, the Impaler gets in a jab and 3 toppling slams, shuts Voltark out and takes him down.
Well, you saw it here with your own eyes.
Is that what Brucey used to say? Vlad to beat you,
What was your
Vlad.
strategy? How did you feel you pulled it off?
Well, the strategy was to get under him and pick him up and flip him over because he had no method to self-right. And then after we did that, I elected to play it safe and then do a final impalement and then call it quits.
Well, congratulations, you guys are great champions.
There you see Minion being loaded loaded into the arena for the championship matchup against 𝔸𝕗.
We've got the BattleBots Super Heavyweight Finals when we return.
The excitement is built to a crescendo and the adrenaline is out of control as Comedy Central's BattleBots Championships continue. We've come down to the last championship left to be decided. It's the super heavyweight class.
Super heavyweight
two great
time.
warriors left. It's Minion and it's 𝔸𝕗.
Yeah, no, it's
this should be the best of the super heavyweight championship bouts.
Getting here wasn't easy for these two contenders. Minion disposed of Gray Matter, then smashed Grendel, and finally beat the persistent Ramstein in the semifinals.
I'm going to say retcon right. I reckon a lot of the good weapons, they all just didn't work. And they've all gone out to the pushing ones have all just won through.
Let's get down before this fight and check in with our scientist, Bill Nye.
Oh, good.
This nasty pneumatic ramrod made from S7 K-Sargent tool steel, 𝔸𝕗 may be capable of disabling them. Its slip ring commutator allows it to strike in any direction, like a tank turret. Don't rile this robot.
Don't rile this robot. Thanks, Bill.
Great job throughout these BattleBots fights.
Yeah, he's done a great job throughout, hasn't he, Bill?
The box is locked, the lights are on.
Okay, over straight in.
Fight for time, let's get it on. Super heavyweight division. Minion and 𝔸𝕗. Right now.
No. Good.
Minion almost looks like a little go-kart. And no, look at Minion.
I don't remember having that massive chainsaw on the back. It seems quite wobbly. Oh, and it's come off.
He lost the blade out of the pin, and that is...
See, what did I tell you? Look at that. And now he's hitting 𝔸𝕗 with his own blade. It's like hitting a headless chicken with his own head.
Now, since this game now, the 𝔸𝕗 has to run the
It's like hitting a headless chicken with its own head.
Did he take himself out of it?
He's got to hope that the pneumatic ramrod is working. No, it's hanging. It's hanging by a thread, Sean.
No, that is not a third super heavyweight in the ring. That is the loss of a whole bunch of 𝔸𝕗's machinery, and he is on the defensive with no ramrod and none of that saw stuff he put on just for this fight.
There's the over-under again. Catch a wave and you're sitting on top of the world.
You know, right now, Minion could just be methodical of what he is, just using that scoop to get underneath. 𝔸𝕗 once again throwing him around like a gymnast.
And you can see the tread.
Like hitting a headless chicken with its own head, yeah.
Bill's underneath him. Now he's dealing with both pieces of the machinery.
He's pushing them all around.
Wow, this is domination. We've seen two.
Well, it's sort of domination. I mean, it's not really doing it. It's just bumping into it.
𝔸𝕗 trying to stay alive as Minion, the go-kart scoop technique, running him all over the BattleBots floor. And it doesn't look like the hazards even matter in this one right now.
Ramrod's around. His tread is carrying. The extra saw that he added is gone. His middle is sagging.
Its middle is sagging.
He is. He's hanging in there. He's putting up a little bit
That's
of a fight.
relatable, to be fair.
Gallant effort.
I think
now
it's...
they finish him off.
Plastic surgery won't work in this 3 minutes until incapacitated.
Let's see some more parts flying.
Ooh, a little bit of groove time there as you see, sizing him up, this Minion, as it doesn't look to me like 𝔸𝕗's moving anymore. There he is, just a slight movement. Minion coming in for some kill.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not incapacitated yet, so we get to see more glorious destruction.
Oh, but look at around the arena.
If I was such a sadist, this would be sad.
Pieces of 𝔸𝕗 everywhere.
Oh, look at that. Man, 𝔸𝕗 was a good-looking robot before coming into this match, and all Minion had was his wedge, Sean.
Yeah, and all Minion has now, it looks to be a
Yeah, the wedge has won out, hasn't it, unfortunately.
Is really unscathed in this bout. He'll be ready for next year without any repairs as he's dominating 𝔸𝕗 in this Super Championship.
Stripped 𝔸𝕗 of any weapons that he may have had.
Oh, into the kill saw.
Right over the kill saws.
Unbelievable.
That's the partner.
Domination.
Champion, a victory dance from Minion.
Wow. Super heavyweights. Power Minion right from the opening buzzer when the lights clicked on. Minion with the work and dominated 𝔸𝕗.
Minion coming at 𝔸𝕗. He's already ripped the saw off, and now he goes right underneath them, showing that superior wedge design. Right now, he's got him underneath, drags him into his own saw, and then into the kill saws. Oh, yeah. Showing what he's made of.
Let's get down to the official decision. 5 more grand going to be given away. Super heavyweights.
9-0 decision for the winner and BattleBots Super Heavyweight Champion in the red square, Minion!
And a Minion.
There it is, Minion, Super Heavyweight Champion. This fight was not close, well deserved.
Undisputably beautiful. Minion, total domination.
3 dominating fights for the championship bout. We'll be right back with the battle stats and the presentation of the giant nut.
Okay. We are seeing a contrasting attitude to a final, aren't we? Much less filler on Battlebots.
San Francisco, California.
You could buy a lot of
Oh, good to see San Francisco through the nut hole.
Minion used a lethal jab and slam combo, leading in jabs 11-3 and
Wow,
slamming
they
away
smashed
14-0. Each bot had some hazard damage of 3 apiece, but the hazards never really factored in.
Well, Jason and Randy Sklar, yes, they're together, and they're standing by with the victorious Team Cool Robots.
You had a good strategy. You put it to good use out there. You just powered him around. How'd you feel?
Great. Unbelievable. I have a great team. That's why I won last time. That's why I won this time.
One last question for you. What's next for Minion? Book deal?
I hope so, man. I need something.
That's it. Well, congratulations. You guys are great. Congratulations. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody.
So our final BattleBots champion has been crowned. Christian Carlberg's Super Heavyweight Minion joins Gage Couchois and Greg Walker's Vlad the Impaler, and Dan Danik and Tony Busciani's Hazard in winning the big nut, and of course, the 5 grand that goes along with it.
Yeah, sure, that 5 grand is sweet, Sean, but you know what? These guys would have fought these battles just for the pride they take in having built machines that are truly awe-inspiring and tough as titanium.
And that's for sure. They've won their 5 large, and now let's go down to the battle box floor for the presentation of these giant nuts.
Okay, let's see these giant nuts. Really over the chest. That's this guy, right? The bald guy. Well done, Hazard. A well-deserved nut.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner for the 2nd year in a row for the heavyweight championship, Vlad the Impaler.
Well done, Vlad. Try Vlad.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the BattleBots Super Heavyweight Championship, Minion!
There they are, the middleweight, heavyweight, and super heavyweight BattleBots champions. That's Hazard, Vlad the Impaler, and Minion. Great night, hadn't it been?
Yeah, you know, we've said it before, but these 3 showed total robotic domination throughout this tournament. Deadblow barely got a peck in before Hazard knocked him into a metallic coma. Hazard, the middleweight champion.
You know my favorite, Vlad the Impaler, never wavered, was never in trouble,
Yeah,
and
that's
never
nuts,
passed on an opportunity to pound Voltark into submission. Vlad the Impaler, Vlad the heavyweight champion.
And finally, our super heavyweight champion, Minion, was do-all's undoing, ramming and slamming with his ramp and grabbing up that golden nut.
Well, partner, catch your breath. What an exciting end to what turned out to be an awesome tournament.
A truly special season, and all of our competitors should be proud of what they've accomplished, not just the ones we crowned tonight.
From the champions on down to those who lasted only a few seconds before blowing a motor or being dragged into the kill saws, we applaud each and every one of these fine builders and their robots. Well, on behalf of everyone here at BattleBots, in particular those behind the scenes and those in front of the camera, Bill Nye, Jason and Randy Sklar, Donna D'Erico, I thank you. I'm Sean Salisbury.
And I'm Bill Dwyer. Join us next week for a look back at the action, drama, and eye-popping highlights. Plus, we'll have some special, highly anticipated robot rumbles. Now take a look at our championship hit of the week. Good season, good night.
See you next week.
Good season, good night.
You
watching Comedy Central. It's time for some ad-libbing from across the Atlantic. Whose line is it anyway is coming up next.
It's time for some ad-libbing from across the Atlantic. Yeah, particularly everyone, yeah.
Do not construct or operate a robot or BattleBot without proper supervision.
Right, there we go. There we go. That was that. Two differing approaches to like finals there. And both felt off, right? Robotica was far too drawn out, and then that felt far too quick. I would have liked a little bit more filler on Battlebots. Sorry, that's not my chair, right? But yeah, thanks everyone. This has been nice. Nice evening of Bobots, I think. Nice evening of Bobots. Some good Pobots on the list. Some baffling to read back. Prague Preval Porwood, Wender Pete, Kingo Star, Mr. Wallace Psycho, and Growlmit. It was a good season, wasn't it? Good season. It's a good season. Right, should we see if there's someone on for a raid? Big Paddy McGuinness.
That's all she was going to say.
Piper.
That it's ridiculous that I'm collecting.
Some good Pobots on the list. Okay, thanks everyone. This was nice. There'll be streams again next week. I haven't worked out exactly what. You like your Battlebots for near-death experiences? Yeah, good night, slags. Let me just see who's on. That's a shame, Big Papa. Yes, likely the director of life is Pete. Okay, there'll be more streams. There'll be streams next week. There'll be more robots next Sunday. I'll think about what I'm going to do over Christmas at some point. Let's raid Dog Bomb. If anyone's not in the Discord and they want to be in the Discord, here is the link to the Discord. That's the admin. I'm not sure yet, Jezza, to be honest. I'm not sure. I'd like to do a stream again with Kate. Hopefully, I want to get Kate on one day next week, and hopefully we're going to finish the sushi game. I want to finish the sushi game. I'd like to do that next week. I'd like to do a Big Loud stream. I've not done a Big Loud stream for a bit. I'd like to do one of those next week if I can. Well, no, I mean, I'm not always aiming the link at 𝔸𝕑𝕑. Anyone can join the Discord. And it's fine if people don't want to join the Discord. I don't take it personally. Big Lads is very... I mean, I started watching it because it's a Christmas thing. So maybe I'll do another one over Christmas. I'll think about Christmas streams. If anyone's got suggestions, you can use the suggestions channel in the Discord. So I need to start using my other social media. No, that's fine, 𝔸𝕑𝕑. You don't have to have Discord. You should also start using my other social media, but, you know, maybe I'll start a wrestling history blue sky. Okay, right. Thanks, everyone. Oh, we've done the right. Lovely. And also thank you to anyone who's watching on the VOD. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you again. Well, because you might have an idea when I'm off when it's off stream. I have other interests. But yeah, I do have a little notebook to write this. Anyway, I'm going. Right, thank you for people watching the VOD. I'm going to load out, and then I will see you. I'll see you next time. Right, goodbye everyone. Goodbye, good night.